Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're all good, you lovely people. I haven't got the hat again. Look. Where the hell is it? So unorganised. Hang on. Trying to do like some smooth little. It's back to front now. I look like E17. Hang on. There we go. Let's try that again. Hang on. It'd have to be that way, wouldn't it? Yeah. No. Why can't I work out how to reverse hats? What's going on here? I'm going to work on that. I hope you're all good, guys. Welcome in. So many of you were here before I was even ready. Clearly, I'm not ready now. Has Acquired dead post on the Discord yet? Or is she still in a standoff with Dino? Acquired crumbled. You watch. There we go. That was the same second. Acquire was the same. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, in our Discord, we have a Go Live channel. Dino has been notoriously shit the last couple of weeks, not posting things automatically. Acquire posted it at 19:05. Dino decides to do the automated alert the same second, like literally the same second. So there's the double at everyone again. Well done, Acquire. We're now going to get loads of people to leave the Discord. It clearly doesn't kick in until you post. Something's very broken. So we've never been able to get the TikTok alerts to work at all. YouTube wasn't working all day and it's now decided to spam the channel with a load of them. So anyway, sorry, let's get back on task. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're good. Acquire's just going to be having a meltdown over Discord. Welcome in, Acquire, 3-0, Snuffle. You guys were all in before we even went live. Welcome in, Dan. I hope you're good. I'm well, thank you. How are you? I'm very tired today. I woke up this morning really tired. No idea why. And it's gone on all day. So I don't know if I got some viral thing or what. But I'm exhausted. And then there's no reason for it. So yeah, I don't know what that's about. And you might remember this, guys, when I said on Tuesday it felt like it was Friday. So I made it to Thursday. Yay. Who else we got in? Farmer T, I hope you're good, mate. Shadow. Welcome in, Shadow. We very rarely see Shadow before 10 o'clock at night. So welcome in, Shadow. He stopped cruising around town with his elbow out of his window in his new ride. Even though I was in chat before stream, I somehow still forgot until that alert went out. That's fine. No, that's why Discord is essential, because we all know what Twitch alerts are like, guys. We all know what Twitch alerts are like. But yeah, welcome in, Shadow. Good to see you. Hope you're good, guys. Like I say, I'm a little bit shattered today. I'm a little bit shattered, but things will pick up. We know they will. They always do once I start hanging out with you guys, but I'm a little bit tired. Let me just drop that mic down slightly. I don't think it was peaking, but just so we don't risk it. And I'm trying to be more present at the minute. I'm trying to like appreciate what we've got and all this sort of stuff. So some of you might have seen some numbers I put on Discord. It's more for my own benefit around what we've done. But long and the short of it is, we started this series in November when Farming Simulator 25 came out. And in those 4 months, we've had as many followers as we had in the 16 months prior to it. 16 months worth of followers in 4 months since we started this series. So thank you to everyone who joined us. And on that note, I should give a big thank you to Luke, who followed us earlier today, and also there was someone else who followed us. I think James. I think we might have given him a shout out at the end of the last stream. But thank you again to all the people that are following us when we're not even online. That's just amazing. People who are coming over from TikTok. And we also had was it the Norseman or someone? I say or someone. I'm sorry, mate. I know you're on TikTok. I've engaged with you on TikTok. Who joined the Discord? So all those people that are coming in, thank you so much. And the other small win I'm giving myself today, there's a really big streamer I've admired for a long while. She's a wonderful woman. I don't know her personally, but I've been watching her streams for years. She's a big Destiny streamer. She's currently live to over 500 people. She's got 200,000 followers on Twitch. And on TikTok, we've nearly got as many likes as her. And that blows my mind. It just blows my mind. I know not every platform's for everyone. I expect if you went and looked at her Instagram or whatever, she's doing amazing. She's got 300,000 subscriber YouTube channel and all this sort of thing. But the fact of the matter is, somebody with that massive platform, and we nearly got the same likes as them on TikTok in 3 months. I can't get my head around it. So thank you to everyone who supported us, and all these people I'm seeing in chat, like your Dans and Farmer T's, who have come over here from TikTok. I really appreciate it, guys, and thanks for sticking with me. And also, you know, it tells me that, you know, anyone can do clips, but the fact that our long form stuff, the actual streams, are hopefully entertaining enough that people just come and check them out and stick around. So thank you for everyone who's helped with that. Thank you for everyone who's made everyone feel welcome. I say that, I think we were a little bit slack at saying hello to people on the last stream, but we had a very chilled last stream. So just the usual housekeeping reminder, guys, when we get all these new people in, make sure we make them feel welcome, welcoming them in, wishing them well when they have to leave us, etc. We all got very zen on the last stream. There was about a 2-hour period where we had like no chat message. We were all just very chill, and then suddenly we started talking about Australia, and then it all picked up again. So I hope you're all good. I haven't missed anyone. Nia's just rocked up. Welcome in, Nia. I don't think I've got any news to tell you, but thank you for tolerating me being here a day early, guys. So I think I mentioned it on Tuesday. But yeah, I'm actually going to go out and try and do something face-to-face socially with people tomorrow night, which is, you know, terribly scary and inconvenient when I can just hang out with you guys. But I'm trying to address some work-life balance stuff. So I'm doing that tomorrow night. So thank you for entertaining me as I bring the stream forward by one day. Yeah, can you believe, Nia, that Shadow's in already? He's never here at the start of a stream, ever. Like, ever. What have you been up to, then, Shadow? How's life been treating you? Let me just have a swig of my tea, guys, and then we'll get into the game. Oh, but yeah, it's going to be another chill one today. Just, it's been a long week for me. I think that came across on Tuesday. So I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Welcome back, Zombie. Great to see you, mate. I've still been having nightmares about our spider chat last time. I hope you're good. Same old stuff, nothing exciting. I don't believe that, Shadow. I don't believe that. What happened to that game you were designing? Don't get too many balls to the face, Joe. Got to look after the money maker. Oh my god, if this is the money maker, could you imagine what I could actually do with looks? Could you imagine if I was actually streaming when I was in my 20s or something and didn't look like this mess? Still in progress. I'll keep at it, Shadow. Keep us updated, mate. Keep us updated. Let's go over to the game, because like I say, I need to wake up. It's been a long week, it's been a long day. Got an even longer one tomorrow. What am I doing, Joel? Press the right buttons. All the buttons. There we go. We're good. We're good. I'm hoping that me having a good run with the joystick in my dominant hand last time wasn't a one-off, and that I'm actually can keep it going. But we'll see. We will see. It's always a bit stuttery when we first load into this. I hope that isn't going to be like a long-term issue. So we've got to finish some rollering on that field we planted. For those of you that weren't here last week or need reminding, we bought field number 7. We've put grass down. That's going to be our big silage operation, but it's going to need rolling. Let's just confirm that. Why isn't that coming up as... I'm sure it's going to need rolling. Oh, wrong button. So for anyone as well who wasn't here, I've moved my joypad around, my joystick and my control panel around. So I'm trying to avoid using my mouse on the menus because it doesn't help me, but it does mean I'm very clunky with these buttons. So you have to bear with me. Right, I'm sure this needs rolling. There we go. Yeah, it's light blue now. Good. We're good. We're good. Didn't mean to give you nightmares. I'm joking, mate. Only joking. Would you play it on stream after it's done? Got an Easter egg in it planned for you in a game. I will consider it, Shadow. I've never done a sponsorship stream, but I will, for you, I will consider it. I suppose it depends what the quality's like. You know, you could put me in a really awkward position if it's absolutely terrible, and I say, mate, I can't stream that. Depends how honest you want me to be. I need to sort my yard out and get some proper storage sheds when I've got money. We could have Snuff give it a test play, yeah. Snuffle wouldn't be honest though. Snuffle's too nice. Snuffle would be the worst tester ever. Snuffle would be the worst tester ever. Alright, zombie showing off money bags. There's me trying to get by with one tractor. I'm hoping this is the year we get a second tractor, I'm not going to lie. We're going to need it for harvest time, especially with all this silage. Right, so I'm a little bit tired, guys. I will perk up once I get some tea into me and once I get chatting. So bear with me if this is a bit slow paced tonight. We also, at the end of the last stream, started having a play with automated moving of materials to different production points, thanks to Dave the Bot's assistance. So we'll have another look at that tonight, because if that can save me some RSI, constantly moving pallets of lettuce backwards and forwards, then that gives me more time to do other stuff. Right. I did set an unfold all button today. Let's see if that works. No, that didn't work, did it? That was attach. Why have you messed my buttons up? Mother Test plays, she is good critiques. Yeah, she is. She's brutal, mate. So I'd set this button to unfold everything, and it doesn't do it now. Never mind. Never mind. We'll look at that later. Sorry guys, I'm having a bit of a moment with my buttons. I changed some mappings today, so steer and assist. Okay. Activate lane. There we go. Right, we're there now. Sorry guys. We're there now. I like doing rolling, so I kind of want... Does this look like it's already been rolled to you? No, it hasn't. It's been cultivated. I can see stones, so it definitely hasn't been rolled. That sounds like a dream zombie. I need a better planter. My planter and cultivator are tiny now. They do the job for the size we are. They're not ideal. I take it that's parkour, not like shooting Parker coats. Can you imagine it? It's just like Liam Gallagher running around and you're taking pot shots at him. Like, to be fair, that sounds quite appealing. Use it. Yeah, that's what Nia said. Thank you, Acquire. The world needs more Acquires. It's the way you apply yourself to the task. Imagine if my seeder was this big, how much quicker that job would be. Probably should have done the headlands. Then I wouldn't have kept getting this late. Let's do the headlands, shall we? Let's go round. Let's go around the outside. At the minute, so I'm just getting used to a few button changes I made. So sorry guys, my bad. I don't play this offline, I only play Farm and Sim on stream, so it does mean I have to do a bit of a learning curve when I change anything. We just made an assumption there, didn't we, zombie? I'm changing my turn on my steering wheel, which then means the button I want is getting further and further away. I should have just done this manually. Welcome in, Alex. Thank you for lurking, mate. Thank you for supporting us by having us on in the background, and for anyone else that's doing that tonight, I really appreciate it. I'm just going to go over next door's field. He won't mind. He won't mind. He's a good old boy. He'll be alright. Oh, I've got a wrist rest I've got to get out of the way because that's annoying me. That's right where I don't want it. People have asked this before, but these are the wrist rests I use. Make a huge difference to you getting shoulder and elbow ache. So you basically plant your forearm on there, and then everything you do with your mouse and steering wheel, it pivots. They're not cheap, but they're worth it, trust me. Oh hell, I weren't looking. Well, we learned something new about you, Shadow. Didn't know what your favourite game series was. I couldn't have guessed, to be honest. I probably would have guessed it wasn't Minecraft, but... Year 6 in this game now, guys. Where did all the time go? Where did all the time go? I've just realised I've gone onto the other field. Am I meant to be on this field? I've just gone straight across. I wasn't concentrating. I'm supposed to be on the other field. I'm just rolling a ploughed field with nothing in it. Oh my word! If that doesn't tell you these two fields need to be joined into one at some point, unbelievable. I was just in cruise control, not really thinking. And I've started rolling one field and ended up on another. Oh my word. If that doesn't sum me up, I don't know what does. I told you I was tired, guys. I told you I was tired. Oh well, I guess we're rolling both fields now. There are stones on this field, so it does need doing. It's just, there's nothing in it. I haven't planted anything in it. Thank you, Shadow. Keep on rolling, baby. I'm going to see them in a couple of weeks' time. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep going. No, I don't. I just roll them in, mate. I just roll them in. I don't pick them. Ba-da-da-da. How's everyone else's week been? Are you as shattered as I am? That sounds cool, zombie. Yeah, no, we haven't got onto stone or concrete or any of that stuff yet. That's a long way down my to-do list. It'll come, because obviously the whole idea is we want to be cyclical, we want to have a use for everything, and down the line there will be a use for that stuff. Because if we get a waste product, we want to be turning it into a sellable product. That's the whole idea of this save. But for now, no, we're a long way off that. So looking forward to the weekend. That sounds good. What you got planned, Farmer T, if you don't mind sharing? But I'm waking up now. I should have gone to the shop and got some snacks in. That'd have helped. Bedtime feels like a long way off right now. Ah, yeah, that sounds good. I'm with Dylan all weekend because Mama Modder's working. I've got a Chronic Pain Club special on Sunday, guys, which I probably haven't done a very good job at advertising. So tomorrow's Rare Disease Day. So on the advocacy channel, on Sunday we'll be doing it early. It's not going to be the usual 7 o'clock time because we've got a guest from India joining us. So it'll already be very late in the evening for them. If they were to join us at the usual time, it'd basically be like midnight or 1 in the morning, which didn't feel fair. So we'll be starting Chronic Pain Club at 4 o'clock on Sunday over at YouTube/Joel vs Arthritis, and we'll be doing that for 2 hours, having a 2 hour special with a couple of guests for Rare Disease Day. But apart from that, I've got the whole weekend with my son, which considering I've worked every single night this week, streamed twice, meetings twice, streamed twice. Suddenly it's nearly Friday. Haven't put him to bed since the start of the week. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to going out somewhere with him. I might take him to the local forest on Saturday just to get some fresh air and stretch my legs. I said you were working all weekend, Nia. Yeah, it's been a long week like that. I haven't helped myself. I come back from Africa and gave myself no room to relax and recover. So it's my own fault. Standard Joel. Gonna hit the tree, and I could have seen that, and I still done nothing about it. Still done nothing about it. Story of my life. I saw the iceberg, didn't act. The last day of Feb tomorrow, yeah. But if you're in Australia, I suppose you're already in the 28th. You time traveller, you. I only know that because it's like the morning here, the day before, like New Year's Day, where we're seeing all the Sydney Harbour fireworks on BBC News, and it's still like only the start of New Year's Eve here. Dear. I know who you mean though, Nia, but we haven't seen him on stream for a long while now. We haven't seen him for a long while. I always worry when people drift away from channels and stuff. That happens all the while, but because we tend to have people who can be vulnerable or have health conditions and stuff going on, I always wonder if people are okay. I know they're big. Yeah, I remember them saying big dogs. I can't remember what breed though. Because I think we got distracted just talking about how everything in Australia was big. There's a lot of jokes there that I'm definitely not going to make as well. Let's carry on. We might as well do this other field whilst we're at it. Like, kind of committed, haven't we? I know we've got to finish this one behind me, but I can't be asked to turn around. I was going to say a mastiff, but I couldn't remember if that was accurate or I just made it up. Ba -ba -da -ba -da -ba. Oh, Nia's going to want you to send pics. Yeah, I knew where that was going. Thank you for clarifying, Nia. It's always a little bit worrying when your wife asks for random photos from men on the internet. Very, very snuffle. Why can't this go across here now? Why are you not having it? Fine, I'll do it manually then. You're going to be a dick about it. Steering assist. This just going to show why steering assist was invented for people like me in the new game. Yeah, link's there for anyone who's interested. I think she'd instant ban you. Instant ban. No worries, Shadow, but thank you for having us on in the background. I really appreciate it. Our lurkers are the lifeblood of our channel, so really appreciate it, mate. I've got a headache come on now. It's the stress of you lot. I just got my 2-hour slot for biologics tomorrow. It's in the afternoon, FYI. I won't say what time in case some random from the internet sits outside my house and steals my thousands of pounds worth of medication to sell on the black market. £500 in injections, mad, isn't it? I quite like this song, and I feel very guilty for it. Whenever this song comes on, I quite like it. We are definitely going to need another tractor this year, guys. Oh, they've got zero sense of humour in there, Nia. Zero. So I have got a plan, Zombie. We're going to do one stream one day where I get a motorbike and we're going to go and find all the the collectibles. Hopefully we don't get some idiot come in backseat and ruining it. But that's definitely going to be a stream one night. I found 2 by accident, but we're going to get a motorbike and go touring around the map and exploring. I thought that might be quite a fun change of pace, one stream. I tried a new one earlier today and it massively broke my game, so I need to remember not to get version 1 mods. It was only a couple of sheds, because I like having more British looking sheds. I don't feel like there's nowhere near enough shed options on this game, out of the box. And I couldn't look around. My character couldn't look around. I could only walk backwards and forwards and side to side, but I couldn't look around. As soon as I uninstalled them, just before I went live, it was fine again. So, so just goes to show, guys, if you're making content or going live with Farm and Sim, avoid version 1 mods. Let them have a bit of development first. Yeah. Like, proclaimers were like OG climate activists. That's a long way to walk, isn't it? It is weird though, isn't it, Farmer T, how one mod can cause so much problems. So we also had the movable one, the popular move one, that allows you to move stuff without having to rebuy it, which obviously serves people like me who keep changing my mind or learning very well, because you don't have to repurchase. We tried that on one stream and I lost 2 solar panels. It just disappeared in front of our eyes. So I haven't used that since. No, what I mean by the version, sorry Zombie, what I mean is it's only been out a matter of days. It was a brand new mod. It was on version 1 of the mod. No updates, no nothing. It was pretty much brand new. So I've learned to not touch mods until they've been out in the wild for several weeks. Sorry, mate, I wasn't very clear. That's what I meant. So yeah, same as I waited to get Lumberjack. For anyone who was here at the start of the series, we didn't use any mods until nearly Christmas, I don't think, for that very reason. And I slipped. I thought, oh, it's just a shed. It's just decorated, like, you know what I mean? Like, cosmetic-y kind of thing. But yeah, I wasn't allowed to look around with it running. So yeah, that's what I mean. As if you're streaming, guys, maybe steer clear of any mods that have yet to be patched or updated, and let the wider community test them a bit first. It's a hell of an awesome mod community though, if this plays. This community really is. They see me rolling, they hate it. I suppose it did make sense to roll these both while we had the equipment down here. But that's not what I'd planned. I'm not going to try and pretend that's what I did have planned. We all know what happened. We all saw it. Oops. Slightly out of line with this one. Oh, we recovered it. We recovered it. I was just in a very zen place, chatting away to you guys. It's a good thing. It's a positive. It's what Roland does to me. It puts me into a very zen place. Yep. Yeah. Oh, we're getting cocky now and get right there. We're alright. We're alright. Don't worry about it. Are you even a farmer if you haven't ditched some equipment in a river accidentally? I don't mean bodies, I mean equipment. Has anyone looked to see where we're appearing on the browse page? If them numbers they're giving me are accurate or not? The music getting too quiet, is it, guys? Feels a little quiet tonight, but I haven't changed anything. It could just be the fact I've got a cracking headache. Oh hell, I was reading chat then, overshot it. What mean number in the no. So Twitch has been telling me how we're going to appear in the top sort of 10 or 15 results of English speaking farming sim stream. So basically, if someone goes to the browse page on Twitch and looks at Farming Simulator, apparently when we're live we should be in the top 10 or so on the list on the browse feed, but I've not actually looked myself because I'm live. That's not the sort of thing I can do. So I don't know if them numbers they give you are nonsense and acting as a bit of a sort of false motivator, or if there's any truth in them. They rule out the top 5% channels because they're like outliers, so it doesn't include them. So if a massive Farming Simulator streamer's on, they're going to obviously be at the top. But yeah, apparently when we're live the chances are we should be sort of top 10 or 15 now, which would explain the uplift in numbers we've had the last couple of months, I suppose. I sure as hell ain't doing anything different. Yeah, it's not something you can really test easily, is it? But it doesn't change anything. It's just, it was more like, is this BS you're telling me, or is it an actual metric I can rely upon, you know? Looking like, just to make sure I haven't missed anything since I went on a little jolly journey across multiple fields. No, Roland's good. We're good. That's mad, Farmer T. That's mad, isn't it? Guys, that's mad, isn't it? That's mad. Can't quite get my head around what's happening. So yeah, I don't know why my fold all button has turned into a detach button. Let me see if I change it to the tractor. No. Don't know why my fold all button has stopped working, but that's really annoying. That's really annoying. Went paintballing yesterday. Nice. Never done it. I've never been paintballing. My steering is definitely less chaotic with a steering wheel now. I'm used to it. No, don't do that. Sort that trailer, I think. It's annoying me. It's not giving me a lot of room to work with. Oh, I clipped that. Thankfully, it didn't move. That would have been annoying. I should just create and work for myself. Just want to move him forward. It's all a bit messed up here at the minute. Be there, Sonny Jim. Right. It's fun shooting with paintball, especially when you hit the same spot every time. You're giving yourself a big compliment there, zombie. You're bigging yourself up. I'll be lucky if I could hit a tree, let alone an actual moving target. Right, so what we got going on here now? Look at all that land we're growing. So, we've got wheat, barley. I think we've got canola. Yeah, canola, wheat, barley, 2 fields of grass. And then in March, I think it is, we can plant the sugar beet. Let me just check that. Sugar beet. There we are. Yeah, plant that in March. So it's going to be lumber work and animals tonight because we are in winter. It's normally what we do this time of year. Right, let's do the watering. Why is the dog in the greenhouse? How do you get in the greenhouse? Of all the places we have seen Nacho the farm dog, in with the lettuces is not one of them. Unbelievable. I tell you what, if he digs them up, I'll be raging. I'll be raging. He's peeing on them more like. What are you doing, Nacho? What are you doing? Oh, I've got a duck. There we go. Man, you'll get bloody dehydrated in here. Quality control. I haven't fed him in days, zombie. He'll be alright. Shut the door and we'll just pretend this never happened. Feet all the letters, I'm getting my shotgun out. Them letters keep me afloat. Right, that's that one done. A little sneaky placement to fill and load at the same time. Unload and fill at the same time, I meant to say. Oh, he's out now. Just magically walked through polythene. David Blaine dog. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Sorry guys, I'm trying to wake up. I'm in like this proper zen state tonight and I'm conscious that I'm not talking enough. And that's fine if all of our regulars are down for like a chill midweek stream. But I worry about anyone new coming along and thinking this is the norm. It's not. You normally can't shut me up. You normally can't shut me up. Marcus, that helps wake me up. Thank you so much for the follow, mate. I hope you're good. I hope you're having a good week so far. I hope you've got more energy than I have. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. Lots of love in chat for new followers. You might just have to wake them up as well, though, Marcus, to be fair. There we go. They're back in the room. They're back in the room. So we tend to be quite a chill stream. We have a bit of fun with it along the way, but you know, if we're what people have on in the background, then brilliant. We're cool with that. We have lots of lurkers. You're too busy arguing with the bot on Discord, Acquire. I'm liking our little farm layout now. It's getting there. I know we've made a lot of moderation over the time, over the years, but it's getting there. Look out, Nacho, coming through. I tell you, it's a good job nothing could die in this game, isn't it? Myself included. I'll be on about my 5th life by now. Right, let's look at some of this automated selling stuff. We touched upon it a little bit last week, but it was earlier in the week. But I've not done any of it yet. Let's have a look. So carpentry is being stored, but we could set that to sell. I know we won't get the best price, but I'm thinking about my sanity because we're now getting to a point where there's a lot of pallets that need selling. I still like taking my wood to the playground, so I'm fine with that. I give the stream a night with those spiders, yeah. But I wonder if I just sell the furniture so I haven't got to worry about taking one box every 6 bloody months or whatever it is. Hog Gaming, welcome in, guys. Lots of love to Hog Gaming. They're another person who's over here from TikTok. Followed us a little while back, but I think that's the first time joining us live, isn't it, mate? So I hope you're good. Hope you're having a good week so far. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Let's set them to sell. Let's set them to sell. We don't need them to go anywhere else. Look at me doing this without a keyboard and mouse. I'm getting there. I'm gradually getting there. Same as lettuce. Let's sell them. I wish I could sell them to my little farm shop, but I guess it'll just go to wherever. Does anyone actually know how it determines where to sell them to? Because I don't have nothing to distribute it, so there's no... I don't do anything with lettuce other than sell them in my little farm shop. So does anyone know where they go? To just pick the best price, worst price? I don't really know how it works. Hog, thank you so much for the bits, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the bits. Lots of love in chat, guys, to Hog. Just sells at price, I believe. Okay, we'll give it a go and see how that works for us. I'm just trying to... I know I want this to be as much hands-on as possible, but hopefully you're going to all appreciate the farm is growing now, and one man can't do everything. So I'm starting to like experiment a little bit with these features that I've not used before. So I don't know if it'll cost me money. I don't know if it'll be beneficial. All I know is there's only so many times I can run 20 pallets to our farm shop of lettuce every single stream without going insane. So let's set them to sell for now. Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. Sorry, guys. I would say I usually use keyboard and mouse. I'm trying to stop leaning over the steering wheel to do it because it's not healthy for me. But it's taking a little bit of practice. Don't know why this is 3 to change. Every other thing I press button number 2, but apparently it's 3 for these. So selling. You're welcome, brother. Love your content. Thank you, mate. That means an awful lot. And I've had so many lovely comments over on TikTok from people like yourself. So thank you for keeping me going. I really appreciate it. I was saying at the start of the stream, but for anyone who's joining us late, we've had more followers on Twitch in the 4 months we've been doing Farm and Sim than we had in the 16 months prior put together. So it's just been an amazing response. Thank you to everyone who's helped and supported us, got involved, and people like Brambled Whiskey, who's also shown the love by just hitting that follow button. It seems like a really simple thing, guys, but I can't tell you how much it helps us reach other people who might like what we're doing. So thank you. And obviously we spent 2 years streaming Minecraft, so it takes a while to turn that ship in a different direction, and it's happened so much quicker than I ever imagined. So thank you. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I'm good, Hog. I'm just tired. I'm tired. If that was aimed at me, of course. I've been tired. I streamed on Tuesday and I thought it was Friday. So it tells you everything. This is what happens. I went to Africa on an advocacy trip 2 weeks ago. I landed at 9 o'clock Sunday morning. I went to work at 8 o'clock the next morning. It was stupid. I should have took more time. And I've never caught up. Never caught up. Yeah, thank you, 30. Thank you, 30. Yeah, guys, we do have a Discord. I'm terrible at promoting this stuff. We do have a Discord, so go check that out. We do put all the clips as well over on TikTok, where a lot of these people are finding us from. So go check that out if that's your thing as well. But ultimately, we're a chill stream. Like, you might see the clips on TikTok and just think it's constantly me being an idiot. It's not always the case. Sometimes we have zen sort of hours like the last one. But ultimately, we try to provide socialization, distraction, escapism. If you just have us on in the background, that's cool, that's brilliant. It means we're helping someone. If you want to get actively involved with this awesome community, then you can, and you can also pick that up over in Discord as well. Better go, busy day at school, have a beautiful day. Always remember we rise by lifting others. I appreciate that, Hog. You've been brilliant since we crossed paths, so thank you for all your support. I think you're actually one of the few people I follow on TikTok as well, so thank you for all your support, mate. Really appreciate it. Told you they're a good bunch over there, apart from, you know, the 1% of idiots who keep criticising my reversing. So I'm just going to keep reversing badly to wind them up now. So wood we're going to carry on storing, because if I set distribute, it'll go all to the carpenter, and we don't want that. We're letting the carpenter run down, if you remember, so we can move him. The carpentry shed's in a bit of an awkward place at the minute, so we can let it run down. We'll sell it, buy a new one, and move it. So the sawmills will continue to store. Mushrooms, I suppose, we can sell. So we've got nowhere to distribute them. I suppose once we have another line in the production chain, we can then distribute them. But for now, we'll sell. Spinnery, we're distributing that to the tailor shop, who's got nothing to work with at the minute, poor guy. He's twiddling his thumbs. I'm basically paying him to sweep the yard. And the dairy will continue to store. Yeah, cool. And where did I see where the production chains were? Because I missed this all the while. Was it on here? I also need to remember to look at the sales, because I never do, and you all tell me off. You all tell me off for not looking at the sales. Farmer Groot, thank you so much for the follow. Guys, lots of love to all the new followers coming in tonight. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. We got informed this week that we're now appearing in the top 10 of English-speaking farm sim streams when we're live, which is amazing. So for all of you people that are passing by and taking the time to hit the follow button, I'm really grateful, genuinely really grateful. And I hope you enjoy the content. Welcoming Dragon, I hope you're good, mate. Have you sold it? No, I haven't. I can't bring myself to upset Acquire. It's going to have to be a night when Acquire's not with us. And then we'll just subtly relocate said chickens to a happy place. Yeah, so thank you, Farmer. Appreciate it. So, guys, if you are new here, we've got a Discord. You can find us on YouTube under JVA Streams. You can find us on TikTok under JVA Clips. I know I should have a uniform name, but I use the name Joel vs Arthritis for advocacy stuff on other platforms. Really didn't think that one through. By the way, if there's any sort of marketing people out there that can think of a better way I could do this to separate the two, that'd be amazing. Because at the minute, it does my head in a little bit that I'm Joel vs Arthritis here. JVA Clips on TikTok. JVA, it's not good for my sort of like OCD tendencies to have all these different things. But I've already got a YouTube channel called Joel vs Arthritis that's doing pretty well, so I can't change that. But I don't know, the thought of changing our name on Twitch and everything scares me, and I can't think of anything witty. So yeah, for now we'll just have to work with it. You guys are all finding us okay, so yeah, I'm good, thank you, Farm Group. I'm tired though. I am tired. I will stop complaining about it for the regulars. It's been a long week. Where did I see? There was definitely somewhere I saw the other day where there was a production line. Is it under... Do I go up here? And instead of owned, available. Yes. So what I'm guessing is... No, I'm guessing here, right? So let's just say... Let's say I had an oil mill and I had that grain set to distribute. I'm guessing it would send it to the oil mill. But because I don't have anything like that, I can't distribute it. That's my theory, anyway. That's my theory. Pantalon, thank you so much for the follow. Guys, lots of love for all these people that joined us tonight. It's amazing. Twitch wasn't lying, guys. When I got that notification from Twitch to say we were going to be front page for Farming Sim, they weren't lying. Hello, all new people. I hope you're good. My name is Joel. I'm from Norfolk in the UK. The accent's not fake. It's genuine. It just happens to fit really well with Farming Sim. And yeah, we're here normally on Tuesdays and Fridays. Ironically, you guys are all finding us on a night we're not normally here, but normally Tuesdays and Fridays. But I'm out tomorrow night, so personal commitments. I'm trying to have a bit of a life outside of streaming occasionally, so we're brought it forward a night early. But you can also find us over in Discord, guys. And if you want to know lots of other things about why we do this, how it links into trying to help people, etc., you can find them on the About page of the channel, or you can check out my socials like that. Brush the teeth, comb your hair, guys. So I did have some people tonight tell me they were going to come and check us out from TikTok. That seems to be a theme now. I put on TikTok when we're going live, and people I put it on at the start of the day that we'll be streaming, and lots of people will say I'll come check you out, but obviously whether they do or not is another thing. But yeah, Twitch did tell me that we were gonna be on the front page for Farming Sim, which I didn't believe them. Like, look at us. Like, we're a channel that's gone from 200 to 400 followers, but only in the last couple of months. Before that, we were stuck on the sort of 200-300 follower mark for a long time. And then Farming Sim happened, and yeah, it somehow worked. I'd like to think it's because I grew my beard out. The regulars will disagree. I think I grew my beard out. That's what happened. It's like Twitch kryptonite. Dye your hair a colour, or grow a beard if you're a balding man like me. I grew a beard. No, I did have a beard, Drag. I had a beard for years. I just let it get a bit longer. And the reason I don't normally have it very long is when I go and do all the advocacy stuff, I normally try to tidy up when I'm all suited and booted. And this time, for anyone who's new here, I was in Africa 2 weeks ago because we do advocacy. We're the whole reason we're on Twitch is to try and create spaces of escapism and distraction and help people by creating communities like this awesome group you're seeing in chat. Please feel free to say hello. They're the loveliest group of people you'll ever meet. And I thought, no, sod it. This time I'm leaving my stretched ear in. I'm not trimming my beard. I'm going as me, and I felt liberated. So that's why it's longer than normal. I knew you were going to say that, Snuffle. It's the beard. It's me. It's not the bloody hat. Forget the hat. I was looking for English-speaking channels, Streamfest 25. Well, there we go. You're proving my point, Whiskey. Thank you. I thought Twitch were just trying to, like, reel me in, you know. They dangle a little carrot. So they told me last week that we were, like, in the top 20, and then they told me earlier this week we'd made it into the top 10. I didn't believe them. I've got massive imposter syndrome, by the way. So for everyone who's here who also has that, hello, you're welcome. I didn't ever wake up one day and say, you know what, I'd love to stream, or I'd love to be on camera. Never did. That's not me. I'm here because once upon a time, I had a really shitty hand dealt to me with my health at the same time as becoming a dad, and I used computer games to cope. And one day I thought, you know what, there must be other people out there that are using computer games to cope, but that can be quite an isolating task. So what if you could use that vehicle to have fun and be sociable at the same time? And that's what we are. That's exactly everything you're seeing in chat is other people that are into computer games, but they may be living with a chronic illness. They may be caregiving for someone. They may be got some other crap going on, you know, that life has thrown at them. And we come together a couple of times a week to have a bit of fun. What's going on the screen is kind of irrelevant, but we choose chilled games especially, so that it's a place where people can just kind of switch off a little bit and escape. And also there's people in our community that can't experience nature, so it feels sensible to play a farm and sim game where people can maybe enjoy that a little bit even if they're confined at home. So yeah, that's us guys in a nutshell. I don't really think a better way. So much has happened in the last 4 years, it's really hard for us to explain it now. We've evolved a lot. But yeah, that's us, and thank you so much for everyone who's followed us. So Pantalon, Farmer Group, Brambled Whiskey, Marcus, all in a little flurry there. I really appreciate it, guys, and thank you for adding new energy and faces to our community. I really appreciate it. Right. So we're done our production line. Someone said they sell every hour in game. So what we need to see is if the lettuces disappear. See if the lettuces disappear, and we'll need to see if this carpentry stuff disappears. Does it matter if I've moved it, do you think? So I moved this pallet away from the carpentry shed. Is that like forgotten about? Will I still have to move it manually, do you think? I don't know how distribution works in the game. So traditionally, guys, we don't have backseat, and I'm trying to find out the game as I go along from like a farmer character narrative point of view. But if I have a question about the mechanics and I ask, then feel free to impart your knowledge. Just don't tell me what's the best money maker. Don't tell me I'm doing something a long way round. Don't tell me while you're doing this you could do it that way, because the whole narrative is I've inherited this farm and I'm trying to learn how to do farming, that very technical term. So if I ask you like a mechanic thing, then yeah, please do let me know. The stuff cells will not be pallets, so don't spawn. Okay, so basically if I've already got pallets, I'll need to move them, yeah? Yes, we do have mods. We do have mods. By the way, let me know, is whiskey or brambled or a mix of both? Let me know how you want me to refer to you guys for all the new people coming in. Yeah, so we do have some mods. Thank you, Farmer T. We do have some mods, but I try not to go too crazy with it because I like an element of realism. So anything that makes me look better, I tend to avoid because, again, the narrative is I've inherited a farm. I'm terrible at farming. I'm making mistakes as I go, etc, etc. Right, we need to sell this furniture. I've never sold the furniture before, I don't think. See where this can go. Warehouse? Where's that then? Where's that then? Where's the warehouse? Oh, there. Okay, that's easy to get to. I can't say I've ever sold anything. I must have sold something there before. Must have done. Must have done. Whatever works for you, I like that. I'll go with whiskey because I'm a big whiskey drinker. So, I have a health condition that means a lot of alcohol I drink now don't agree with me, but whiskey is the one thing that hasn't changed. Oh, I love the poll mods. Good work. So our moderators are having to learn really quickly with our newfound audience as well, because for a lot of years we were streaming to single figures, and then the last couple of months it's gone a bit mad. So shout out to our mods, Acquire, Nia and Snuffle, who are doing a grand job at keeping up with the pace as the channel grows rapidly. And feel free to fill in the... Oh, the polls ended. Sorry, I should have given that a shout out earlier. I didn't realise it was there. You might have got more responses if I give it a shout out. Guys, if you're not already, please do feel free to hit the follow button. We're normally here on Tuesdays and Fridays, but we're here on Thursday night tonight because I'm busy tomorrow night. So I'm trying to have a bit of a life. I've done so much at this desk behind this screen since we started with Farm Sim. I'm doing clips and editing during the day, streaming in the evening. This very community also founded a charity, which I'm very, very proud of. You can find more details there. So myself and Snuffle and Nia, just some of the names in chat that helped found that. So yeah, I'm very proud of that, so you can go check that out. But if you want to support us in any way that doesn't cost you a penny, just hit that follow button or join our Discord. That bloody bus, I swear, he's out to get me. Every time I meet that bus, it's like he speeds up. I'm going to put a fork through his window one day. I can't remember how I sell here. I got a feeling I go into the bay and then go to the door. It's been a long while. I've been here once, I think. I think I go to the bay and then I go to the door. Don't crash into it, Joel. Don't ram raid it. My word. Everyone's scared of one of those people. How do I sell stuff? Oh, hang on, you can buy stuff here. I didn't know you could do this. See, again, this is why we don't have the back seating. Because I've now discovered if my poor old fabric man is waiting forever to get stuff from our spinnery, I could actually hurry that up a little bit. Huh, I had no idea. Right, no I do not. How am I selling? How am I selling? Welcome in, KT. Great to see you back, mate. I hope you're well. How's your week going? I can't remember how to sell here. Is it round the back then? Can I just say, with my advocate hat on, I'm not too impressed with the disabled parking space being round the back. Like, who does this help? By having your disabled parking space round the back of the building from the front door. Yes, you've got a ramp, that's great. But this is where your disabled parking space should be. Yeah, we're very lucky. We have a very good group here. And it shows, I say this, guys, it's not just we started streaming Farm and Sim and I chucked a hat on. We joke about that. That's where I sell it. We joke about that. That's not the real reason why our channel is suddenly taking off. It's because you guys. It's like, if I was browsing Twitch, I know I'm biased, and everyone's going to say that, but you're the people I'd want to hang out with. You're so welcoming and entertaining and supportive, and we've covered some really heavy stuff here over the years. Yeah, don't worry, Dragon, I got you. I'm going to start putting flyers up around Farm and Sim. Campaign for better access in Farming Sim. It's the most dangerous junction in the whole of Riverbend Springs here, guys. No vehicles seem to stop at that junction, or this one. They just come out. Job for Farming Sim, Mayor. I mean, is it Mayor Quimby in The Simpsons? I'll be like him. Next week I'm going to be sitting here with my flat cap on and big old gold chain round my neck with medallions and ringing a bell. I'm not sure Nia would approve of me ringing a bell when Dylan's asleep next door. Hear ye, hear ye. Get myself a big old red coat. One of them pirate style 3-point hats they wear. Well, I don't know what them hats are called. Imagine being a new follower near and not knowing what you mean there without context. And that'd be the last time Joel streamed. I'd have one of them little YouTube documentaries about me, wouldn't I? The downfall of Joel versus arthritis. So he's ringing a bell on stream, and the last thing you see is Nia fly into the room. And I just exit stage right. Right, let me go back. I wasn't concentrating. I missed my letters. Welcome in. What am I calling you? Gorian? Is that right? Gorian? Or let me know if you'd like me to refer to you as someone different. But welcome in. Coming in with a strong first time chat. Strong first time chat, brave first time chat, I don't know. Ian, I will try and remember that. Oh, there is Ian in there. I'm seeing it now. Sorry, mate. My eyes were seeing words that, yeah, Ian was not jumping out at me. So thank you. I will try and remember that. And like I said earlier, guys, with the mods that are learning on the job, I'm learning on the job. I'm used to having like a 10 viewer stream, and we're now having 20, 30 viewer streams. So bear with me whilst I try to get to know everyone and be as personal as I've always tried to be. Yeah. As we found with Alex Gamer and Alex Star Rider the other day when I mixed those two up and felt very embarrassed about it. I'm sure you've got many qualities, Ian. I just went to reach for a joystick that's no longer on the left hand side, guys. So if you see me randomly doing this, I'm not losing it. It's because last stream we moved the joystick from left to right and it's made a big difference. What's going to be weird with some of them products now distributing, we're randomly going to see money coming in and I haven't done anything, which would be cool. I don't think that's cheating. Are we in agreement I'm not cheating by using the distributing feature? Like, surely as your farm scales up, you physically cannot transport every single item and product, and you just can't, can you? You imagine I have 7 fields on the go. How am I taking every single pallet to market? We'll just say the wholesaler's coming and buying them off me. Defo cheating. Thank you, Ian. No, I don't think you do either. From the very limited tests I've had. Welcome in, Sandwich. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Thank you for the follow, Ian. Really appreciate it, mate. Genuinely, we are a small channel that's growing rapidly now. And, yeah, we very much are. You've just seen me drink a couple of times, Sandwich. Don't start that again. I'm not gargling for you on screen. That's not becoming a That's not becoming a regular thing. Absolutely not. It's just become... See, this is what happens when you put clips on TikTok. That you then start trends you don't want to start. Drinking too. You know you can actually die of drinking too much, right? You guys could be killing me. Like, you are in many ways. But yeah, I don't think using the distribution feature, because that's just like someone coming and buying something. That's like you're moving your lettuce from your lettuce to your selling point, or your what else? Like your wool to your fabrics to your tailor. That's all in-house stuff that would be done by a member of staff. That's the way I'm seeing it anyway. Thank you, Sandwich. I know there's love in there somewhere. It's called drowning. Behave, Nia. Right. Dog is still there. Was there any others that we might have to do? Did we do anything with the mushrooms? We now got mushrooms set to sell. Let's see if we've got any leftovers. Nope, nothing there, which is good. These ones, the dairy, we've got manual because I want to see what's coming out of there, to be honest. This is Riverbend. This is just, we're doing everything default. Riverbend easy, standard start and money. But we are streaming this throughout the whole of 2025. This is like a mega long series stream, guys. So I'm new to this. And that is the story narrative. There's a little bit about the story there, but you can find the full details on the About tab of this channel. And essentially, I've inherited this farm. I'm learning as I go along. I know nothing about the game, like genuinely, which is why we don't want the back seating unless I ask. You know, I won't do things right first time, but then by trial and error, I learn what makes money. I maybe make some stupid investment decisions. We start again, etc., etc. But the idea is it will gradually get to a point where I do know what I'm doing. And then we got big plans for landscaping and just making this an awesome place to hang out on the evenings when we stream. So yeah, lots of trial and error going on, lots of mistakes being made, and that's okay. You know, that's the narrative that we've set for ourselves. They're the rules that we've set for ourselves. Yeah, we have started changing quite a lot already, I suppose, because we have quite a few people come and ask us what map, and there was a time when I was like, well, it's obviously just the default one, but I suppose it has changed a lot. So you'll see, guys, just to get a flavour of what I want to do, is if you look at our little sawmill, you know, I've not just whacked down a sawmill. I've whacked down a sawmill and sheds and tools and piles of wood, and, you know, we're trying to go for that immersion, I guess, is what we're going for. So it's not just sticking down a sawmill and leaving it at that. We're also not going to be doing like factories. So that sawmill is as far as we're going to go. We're not going to go to the tier 3 or whatever you want to call it sawmill, because that feels like it doesn't fit the narrative of us being this sort of small, learning as we go farm. My tractor's now in the tree, don't ask. Did see Matt Mayfield. Yeah, I saw Silver and Forest. Don't. Farmity. I might have to play that or something in my spare time. Up until now, I've not been playing Farming Sim in my spare time because I don't want to lose my energy or my enjoyment of playing it with you guys on stream. So up until now, all the hours I've got in the game, I've done live pretty much, apart from where I've maybe skipped a task because it'd just be boring to spend the first hour of a stream, you know, cutting up wood or whatever. But I did see Silver and Forest and thought, oh my god, I would love that. I've got a cable wrapped around my foot and I'm not really sure how that's happened. Let's just sort that out. Yeah. I would have a lot of fun in Silver Run Forest. But we can't. We're committed to this save. We're committed to this save for the whole year. I must admit, I probably should look at backing up because... Yeah. I probably should look at backing up our game save file, because that would be very depressing, wouldn't it? Does anyone know where they sit, folders wise? Because I'm used to things like Football Manager where you have a 3-file rolling and you can set it to save in the cloud. Farming Sim doesn't have any of that, so I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous. It does back up. It's the fact that I've not seen anything like that, you know. Now we're 160 hours or whatever it is into this. I kind of want to, I don't want to lose that. I was thinking as well, this sawmill, guys, we probably need to get a little telehandler forklift that just sits here to shuttle the wood on and off the trailers, don't you think? Rather than using the Merlot every time. I feel like we need a permanent telly sitting here, or forklift, just to do pallet work. That feels realistic as well to me. Oh, I thought I was on camera mode, idiot. Slightly off, but I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over that, as you know. Whoop, what the hell was that? It gives us a chance to fix that, I guess. Oh, sure, it was off my forks, but there we go. Done. Is FS25 worth my... I love it. Obviously, I stream it exclusively now. Esky, Esky or Eskit? Sorry, my eye, Eskil maybe. My eyes aren't great. I stream it exclusively. If you're just looking for something to chill, it's really hard to beat, you know. So our whole channel is about escapism and distraction and chill. And we used to play Minecraft, but that always felt like when you were bopping zombies around the head, it kind of didn't really match. But yeah, it just, for me, it's like my happy place, you know, and I've only just got into it. So, yeah, I wish I found it years ago, to be honest. And they've fixed a lot of the bugs. There are still bugs. It's a pretty impressive game. There's always going to be bugs. But, like, it looks incredible. Like, look at the glare on the trailer. It looks incredible, and I just find from, like, a mental health well-being point of view, it's just a perfect game to kick back to. But thank you for getting involved, all the first time chatters tonight, guys. And all the new followers. We suddenly find ourselves only 3 followers away from 470. So if anyone wants to hit the follow button, who have been toying with it, or your finger's been hovering, please do and help support a small channel. Also let you know when we go live next. We're normally here on Tuesdays and Fridays, but we're a day early tonight because I'm busy tomorrow. Right, so that's that. We better just check our animals. I think they're all good. I will just double check. Pig's good. Forgot we got them babes because it was cheaper. We're going to be waiting a long while for them to breed. Chickens, you know how I feel about chickens. Bit of a waste of time. It's a shame that you can't move the animal stuff, like distribute. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if you could say to the eggs, the wool to go to the spinnery. That'd save me so much work. But there we go. It would save me a lot of work if you could say to the wool to go to the spinnery. Maybe there's a mod for that. I don't know. I'm keeping an eye on our balance to see if at 3 o'clock in game does anything get sold for us. I've never used the distribution and selling thing, so we shall see. Oh, I suppose I better collect some more wool. There isn't a ton of space there, is there? I'm wondering if we moved the grass, we could use that area there for wool. It's a bit of a storage area next to these new spinneries, because I can't really put it beside it because I won't have much access. Let's have a look. Thank you, Farmer T. You're a legend. Much appreciated. I'll take a look at those tomorrow. Get it saved. Some sort of legend. So this was going to be a store area, but we now moved our spinneries, which means it's a bit pointless putting our wool here. I actually did okay with this area in the end. I know I struggled with it, getting the look right with the gravel and the cracked concrete, but I think that looks alright now. It's grown on me. But that's the sort of thing I'm talking about, where every area I kind of want to put my spin on it. Just little things. So again, if the chickens were gone, we would have the perfect wool storage area. I could put a little shed in there. Do we sell the chickens? You could put a little shed there, which we could then store all the wool in, ready for the spinnery. All you then got to do is just move them backwards and forwards. I'm just not seeing any value with the chickens. Helped also people how idea also versus just saying on stream. No worries. I'm tempted to sell the chickens. Yeah, let's do a poll. Yeah, but normally, Frio, the reason I ignore the polls is because the mods word them in a way that they're completely leading. So it's not like an answer I can go on, is it? It'll be like, who's the best, Nia or also Nia? Like, they're the most pointless polls. So if we can have a poll for chickens, stay or go, that'd be great. No, like, leading question, no double answers. Know what you lot are like. Because that would be the perfect... I could put a little shed in there. I could put all my wool in there. It's just across the road, the path for the spinnery. Life would be great. Right, poll is there, guys. We literally get like 2 pallets a year out of them, I swear. It doesn't feel like a lot. So the thing is with FS25 for me is the look and the feel. I will try and demonstrate when we get to the next morning. So like the vehicles, the way the vehicles get dirtied up, the way that the ground, you can see where you've been and where you're working that day, because the ground is... Can you see how on this track you can already see my tyre tracks from stuff I've done earlier in the month? Obviously the month being the day in game time sort of thing. And then for me, it's like the mornings and the evenings and the weather effects. Like, if you play it for the reasons I play it, as an escape, then them things really matter. Yeah, and the mods are now catching up now. It's a few months in. So I'm playing PC. So when I used to play a little bit of FS22, I discovered FS22 really late. I just kicked back on the sofa and played it on Xbox. So I'm doing it a whole hog on PC now. Right, final few chances to get rid of the chickens, guys. Or keep the chickens. There's 4-2 in favour of selling them. Esky, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. And yeah, if you'd like me to refer to you a different way, or if I'm absolutely butchering your name because of my squinty eyes, then let me know. Thank you so much for following, guys. Amazing how many followers we had on the stream tonight. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Like I said at the start of the stream, guys, we've had more followers in the last 4 months than we had in the 16 months prior. Between July 2023 and October 2024, we had the same amount of followers as we did November to before we went live tonight. So really grateful, guys, for everyone who's found us and supported us and, you know, liked what we've done on TikTok. Even more grateful for the likes of 3O and Farmer T and Dan and anyone who's ever done a clip, because that makes my life a lot easier in making them content to go on them other platforms. Oh, it's 4-3. It's tight with keep the chickens, guys. You need to vote. I don't know how long it's got left to go, but you need to vote. Is that purple countdown? It is. That purple line's a countdown. I don't just realised that. Oh my god. Been on Twitch for like 3 or 4 years and I still don't know how it works. While we wait. See if we can just pile this on here. It'll probably fall down because we know what stacking's like in this game. So if you look, this annoys me, right? This is the sort of thing you are going to have to deal with this game. Is I can't place this down because it thinks there's... The top two are gone. But I can't put the pallet down because it still leaves space for it. That needs to be fixed. That kills the realism for me. You can keep clucking, chicken. Your final clucks are numbered. The community are speaking. Not quite spoken yet, but they're speaking. (5-3) in favour of getting rid of the chickens. I bet Acquire voted to keep them. Come on, there must be more people wanting to click a vote button. There we go, 6-3 in favour of getting rid of the chickens. Of course you did. It's going to be you, Acquire and Snuffle that have voted to keep them. Thank you, Acquire. The thing is, we're losing wheat that we could be selling. And we literally get a couple of pallets per coop a year. It's just not worth it. We've got to make tough decisions. If stuff isn't making money, it needs to move on to make space for stuff that can. Loving the use of the word country, Acquire. Loving that. Can't imagine it in your accent though. Can only imagine that word being said in a British accent. 6-3. The chickens' nays are numbered, guys. Keep the chickens' no. 6-3. I use words sometimes. The community has spoken. Let's get selling. Oh, wrong button. So I mapped a button to build mode. There we go. It doesn't always work, but it worked finally. I still can't use it fully without using the mouse, so unfortunately. Oh, we're going to have to get rid of the chickens first, aren't we? I always forget that. We need to move the chickens on first. I don't know why the animal dealer's so hidden here, but it is. Sorry, chickens. You've been with us a long while. 38 months, look. Good night. I'm in the wrong... No, sell, there we are. I don't always find the menus very... They don't flow very well, but we learn to live with them. Why anyone would breed chickens to sell? Because look, it's such peanuts money. Oh my gosh, I'm getting no money from these. There was more money's worth of grain in them than that. More money's worth of grain in them. I don't know how to take that, Farmer T. Like, that feels like a very obvious statement. That's what I had them for, but the eggs they produced were so pathetically small quantities. It just wasn't worth the wheat I was giving them, or grain, or whatever it was I was feeding them. Who knows? Who knows what I was doing? Maybe that's the problem. I weren't feeding them. I definitely was. Oh, 25 eggs. Yay. Right. We'll sell these and then we'll do something with this space. time for Bob Ross to come back out. Joel Ross. Autumn is pretty beautiful in this game. I say autumn, we're in November, I know, but still got a bit of an autumnal feel. Should you try and get them both? We know the game doesn't like you doing this, but we'll try. No, I swear it just does it on purpose. It spaces them apart on purpose. Big old dent in the landscape there now. It's a bit quiet without them chickens around. Start giving me ideas about the sheep and the pigs now. Everyone's days will be numbered. We'll go back to being purely arable farmers. Ah, wrong button. This is what happened, right? I tried to cheat and not look side on, and then I can't get the thing off my fork. So it's a false economy. I should have just done it properly in the first place. Look. Dum, 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 dum. So much quicker, Charlie, if you just accepted that you need to change your angle of view and your walnut. So I see we're gonna. Oh no, that was because I sold the coops now. We went from 40,000 to 60,000, so something must have auto sold. Something must have auto sold because we've only sold 3 coops for less than 2 grand a pop. Some chickens for about 600 quid per 30, and a few eggs. So something must have auto sold. Very nice. How much? Oh, come up to halfway already. I better take a break in a bit. For tonight's halftime show, Nia's going to come and do a song. Can you imagine putting her on the spot like that? I think we all know what the answer would be, right? I think we all know what the answer would be. It'd probably start with an F. Right. We'll be fine. Imagine if that become a thing on the show. Halftime show. That'd be brilliant. On the 2-hour mark, Nia just comes in and does a little performance. I'll come back to 3 viewers. Come back to find I've been cancelled. It was that bad. Farmer T's already worked out where to put their allegiances on this channel. It don't take long for people to work out where the real authority is. Is it friends, O'Neill, or is it dictatorship when people are scared of you? When they say nice things because they're scared of you? I don't think that's friendship. I think that's fear. No worries, Dragon. Enjoy, mate. Enjoy. My wife. Oh, for the lover. All things something. Don't build your selling point on a slope. That's all I can say, guys. Flatten the area properly first. We learn. We learn. I'm not even like, normally when I sell something to move in a different direction, I'm like, oh, then that's, you know, say we suddenly got rid of our greenhouses, we'd miss that money coming from lettuces. I'm not going to miss the money coming from eggs because the eggs never arrived. So, I'm literally not going to miss it. You'll never get this. That's what the chicken said. Succulent meal. Welcome in, BG. I hope you're good. Another first time chatter. We've got lots of first time chatters tonight. I hope you're good. Oh, don't farm a tea. It's going to make me jealous. Yeah, I'm good. I'm tired. It's been a long week, but I must admit, 2 hours into this and this lot have very much woke me up and perked me up. It's always the way. I'll start the stream by saying, oh, I'm feeling quite flat, guys. Sorry if it's a bit of a chill one. And then this lot just remind me why we've got such an awesome community and fill my cup right up. That's awesome. So I'm feeling very much re-energized now, which is nice. And it's been an amazing stream for the amount of numbers of people coming through. It's been crazy, so we're very grateful. Twitch sent us a message earlier in the week to say we'd made the sort of top 10 of people browsing farming sim, and I didn't believe them. I thought they were just trying to tempt me to stream more or something, and turns out they were telling the truth. 2042, wow. 2042. Right, guys, so we now have the chicken area cleared. Let's do something to store the wool in. I'm getting a numb ass. I'm going to have to take a little break in a second. But we are nearly 2 hours in, so it's about on cue. You'll never get this. Right. So, let's have a look at sheds so we get a bit of an idea of size. If you basically want to put in, it's a lot of money in it for a bit of storage. We basically want somewhere to store the wool. That's way too much money. We can't justify stuff on cosmetic things at the minute because we need every penny we can get. Wow, that's a lot of roof for that money. This is what we'll use to put vehicles in them ones. It's too small, unfortunately. Barat references come up a lot on here. Unfortunately, and mostly because of Acquire putting it in my head. They know what's gonna plant a seed, and then I can't stop. Would that be too small? I don't think it would. That looks very British as well. I like that. Two arms like baseball bats. That's going to be nice. This is working for me. So let's work out how much space we need. we set it off a little bit. So there. Okay. And it's only 13 grand. I think it'll be more than enough room to put some wool in. Oh, it looks so British. I love it. That's a proper barn, that. Or shed, whatever we call it. Okay. Dan, you don't have to apologise ever at all. Our whole community is built on lurkers and people having us on in the background, but everyone's got lives to lead, not a problem. I'm just grateful that you think of us even when you're in the middle of work, so thank you. That shed looks like one's sort of made but changed colour. Oh, the ones you made, you mean, sorry. I haven't finished my brew yet. I might have to have another one though. I might move on to the old Horlicks after this. Turns out Nia's bought me Horlicks. It wasn't Ovaltine. She lied to me. Don't know why she's gone for such substandard products. Everybody knows Ovaltine's the winner. Yeah, that'd be lovely if you could, Nia. I feel bad every time I ask, like on stream, so it makes it sound horrible. Oh, I got absolutely suckered into that. Not a problem, Farmer T. I walked right into that one. Right into it. I'm having to lean over my side panel to do this. It's really not ergonomic, but there we go. I will keep adapting the setup over time. I want to leave a little strip of grass next to the road or track. That should be more than enough. Yeah, definitely got to be Ovaltine. I don't know why she done it to me. She duped me. I didn't even notice. Which probably says a lot, to be honest, that I'm being a snob for no reason. Not bad lining up, look. I want it to be off a little bit. I'll do, won't it, guys? And what I've been doing, I haven't been necessarily landscaping over the stuff where we've been, because again, I want this, the way you get this to feel and look real is there would be bits of area with repurpose for other things. So why would I fill this all in with grass? Because there was something else there before, and there was chickens and we knocked them down and we put another shed in. It's a bit like over here when I done this, you might recall, I didn't you know, I'd done a little bit of mud landscaping, but I didn't cover up all these old concrete pads of where there was other things that lived there, because that's what makes it look real, in my opinion. I might be wrong, but in my opinion, what makes it look real is those various ground types, because other things were there prior, you know? For me, that's what makes it look real. Cool. We're definitely getting money coming in, because like I say, I'm just getting a nice little surprise every now and then when I look at my balance, which is good. Okay, and then what we will do, a little bit of landscape, and because this wouldn't be complete without a bit of mud going in and out of it. We want the wet mud, that one. This probably wouldn't be there. There we go. It's alright, done it. Yeah, it does. It has to look like it's had a life. Otherwise it'll be too clean and horrible. And also, I am British, and none of our farmyards are immaculate. They're muddy, wet messes. I'm pleased with this. I'm pleased with that a lot. And I think it's the right height. I was worried it was going to be too low, but I don't think it is at all. Let's have a little look around it. It's good. Right, we'll just get some pallets and then we'll take a little breather and be fresh for the second half. Oh, again, Joel not looking at side view. What a dick. Just go side on, Joel, and you'll see what you're picking up. I don't save any time by trying to bypass it. I literally don't. For the half-time show, it depends what Nia's putting on for us, I suppose. 3-0. I'm excited. Who else is excited for the half-time show? It's amazing how much better I can control the camera with the joystick in my dominant hand. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Welcome in, Gibbo, mate. I hope you're good. Oh, I hope you're good, mate. Oh, thank you for the reminder. I do need to move. I haven't moved enough. I'm just going to make my new little storage area look pretty. Look at us evolving. And I've left enough room to maneuver, which is nice. Nice. Jazz club. I am smoother, aren't I? I'm getting used to the joystick and steering wheel, I'm not going to lie. Took a while. By the way, this wonderful community paid for them, unbelievably. And I felt very guilty for the first week or two because I was very stressed. Does anyone remember the first stream with me and the steering wheel and side panel? That was not a fun experience for any of us. That was not a fun experience for any of us. Was looking at your shirt. Oh, it's a Green Day one. I don't think I've worn this on stream, or if I have, I haven't done it in ages. Can you see that? I got that when I saw him at the Olympic Stadium. The Hella Mega Tour. With Fall Out Boy, Weezer, and Amel and the Sniffers. Oh, that was horrible. Generally, guys, I was feeling a mix of guilt for you guys because obviously we'd sort of worked towards getting that, and then I felt I was letting you down. And then almost like an, oh shit, what have I done? Like, what if this just goes straight back in the box? And I was so uncomfortable, if you remember, because I had things all set up wrong. So I'd come off that stream with a cracking backache. All sorts of problems. Yeah. Dark days. But we worked it out. We worked it out. And now look, I'm doing this sort of thing. Doop. I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly. Don't tell me I missed a hot stuff stream. No. Selby and Cy can keep asking for it. They're never here anyway. They wouldn't. Oh, wouldn't that be a great thing to do? Just pretend we had one for Selby and Cy, and that they missed out after all these years of calling for it. Because one of my neighbours has got a hot tub. I could literally ask them if I could just jump in there one night to take some photos. I might have to give them an explanation. That might seem very odd otherwise. But could you imagine? Just go over near, just run across the road, get some photos in Sarah's hot tub, put them on Discord and make out that the night before had been a hot tub stream. Cy and Selby would be raging that they missed it. Yeah, everyone, I get it all the while, Zombie. I get people all the while on TikTok saying, why is it all you ever use? Or why are you using that on the field? I was like, it's literally a Swiss Army knife. It's amazing. And with this one, you can use it if you're short on the field to pull something. I love it. I would like to get a little forklift or something for the sawmill, just so it's a bit nippier. Because obviously this is great, but it is a bit heavy duty for the finicky stuff. I have a good question. If could get one item help now with setup, what would it be? Oh, what do you mean? My streaming setup, like tech sort of thing. I was there for the learning curve. I knew it would take time. Yeah, you and Gibbo 3.0 were brilliant. 3.0 and Gibbo kept me sane because I like it'll work. Give it time. And for me, Farmer T, I need a new chair. I've been saying on this stream for like 2 years I will get a proper chair. I've had this chair since before Dylan was born, so this chair is about... How old's this chair now, Nia? And the trouble is just it never gets prioritised, right? Like that stuff. Like I couldn't function without my wrist rest, which I showed you earlier, because of my health condition. You had that in our first... I know, Nia, it's mad how long we've had it. But yeah, so but the trouble is, right, it's really hard, because say your PC needs something new, that's always going to go to the top of the list. And then, you know, you have a light break or something, you need new background lights, or you have to, because I sort of like do all the Chronic Pain Club stuff as well, I just renewed Restream, which is the platform we use to do all the Chronic Pain Club talk show on a Sunday. It costs £500 a year. We don't have sponsors, that's just something me and Nia pay for. £500 a year, like, in today's day and age when everything's going up, electric bills and water and everything, that's a lot of money. and so there's always something else that takes priority over the chair. So I'm a terrible advocate because I'm in Africa telling people about what people like me need, and then I don't even prioritise being comfortable. But there we go. I think we're all a bit like that. Same as builders always have half-finished decorated rooms. Yeah, 10, 11 years, I know, it's mad. It's mad, Nia. One day I'll be sitting here with my secret labs chair or whatever, looking like an actual streamer. But for now, I'm more worried about showing up. And sound, for me, audio is the most important thing. I've always prioritised audio. That's why I'm on like my 5th mic. I think audio is most important, then visual. Because let's be honest, when you're working with this, you can't polish a turd, can you? And then, but yeah, I do. So it just never gets prioritised. Oh, hang on, the door's open. Here it is. Why have you done that? What you shit? You've done that on purpose. So when she comes in cackling like a witch, you know that something's up. And on theme, she's made my drink in a Halloween-themed Hocus Pocus mug. I don't even like them films. She's obsessed with them. I can't stand them. So I'm drinking out of a Hocus Pocus mug on stream in February. I can't do that to you guys, to Acquire. You guys, you already do too much. Oh look, we got deers back. We haven't had deers on the farm since I cut down all them trees back in November in the IRL. It's our first deer we've had on the farm since I cut all these trees down in this area. I know, it's ridiculous. I need a union or something. Streamers union. But no, Acquire, you got, it's always the same people that support me when we do the charity fundraisers, as you guys that donate. When we done the, and it was only meant to be a bit of a joke because Nia wouldn't let me buy a steering wheel and joystick. So I sort of said, oh, I'll put it on my channel as a sub thing, thinking she can't say no to that. And then you guys went and rose to it and I felt stupidly guilty for days. So yeah. No is the answer. We got one more full pallet I can get to. Just about. Oh no, I can't be asked to get it side on because then I have to shuffle it around at the barn. We'll leave it there for now. Yeah, so I've had a lot of joy with sugar beet. So again, like the narrative, no backseating, etc. I've been finding out as I'm going along. I bought a field that happened to have sugar beet on. I bought it because I thought, oh, the pigs can eat that, not knowing what a money maker it was. So that was a happy accident. Right, I'm going to leave you looking at the deer because we haven't had a deer on this farm since year 2 in game, and I went and cut down all the trees. Just look at that. That looks nice, doesn't it? There's a nice little example of how awesome this game looks. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to take a really quick break, guys. Please do keep the chat going. You know how Twitch works. People are only showing us if the chat is scrolling nicely. I will run a quick 90-second ad to mean for the next hour that people don't get spammed with ads when they join us. But please do keep the chat going. You're a lovely bunch. I'll just get stretched and moved and refreshed and yeah, I won't look any better because again, but I will have moved, which will make me more comfortable. I'll be back in a sec. Thank you so much for keeping chat going, guys. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Makes a massive difference, genuinely, because I have to take a break in a 4-hour stream. You all know I'm an old cripple. So yeah, to come back and see the chat bubbling along, I really appreciate it. I'm glad the deer stayed in shot as well. No worries, Sandwich. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. How's the drink? I can't believe how many cupboards you must have gone through downstairs to find this ridiculous stuff. Just to like try and embarrass me or whatever it is you're trying to do. It's also really not practical for someone with my messed up hands. I need to get a farming mug. But it needs to be big so I don't have to keep topping it up 6 times a stream. That's why the Sports Direct mug always wins, because it's big. It lasts me like 2 hours, the first 2 hours on a stream. I like that, Shed. Pleased with that. Pleased with that. We know you do, Snuffle. But yeah, if anyone sees any good farming related mugs, or even better farming sim related mugs, send me a link so I can have a look. So I do need to get some. So I think that's probably us done for November. We've been in November for like over 2 streams now, so I feel like we're giving it a good go. What we could do is just check. I think everything has got grass feed. Everything's good. And we could move that grass over in there as well, so that we've got a space to put vehicles. Because we aren't really using this for anything at the minute. I don't want to do too much telehandling, because like I say, it makes me sore IRL if I like spend all night. I really notice that. I go to bed like in agony. I know it sounds stupid, but basically what happens is when I'm using the pedals a lot, my knees are raised, it hurts my hips. I'm obviously using the joystick a lot, so it can hurt my hand. So I try not to do too much forklift and telly work, whatever you want to call it, on stream in one night, because if not it kind of builds up. I love that Snuffle. I'm not going to ask you, Farmer T, what football team, because it might change my view of you. Let's keep things the beautiful way it is. See if I can tidy these up. That metal work is not helping. Let's get in a bit closer. There we go. Very good, 3A. Thank you to all the new followers tonight, guys. 468 we're up to now, which is amazing. We started the day on 460. So thank you for everyone who's got us this close. We're before we know it, we'll be at 500. That's mad. Oh, that's the engine button, Joel. You silly goose. You silly goose. Got losses. Thank you so much for the follow. Like, I'm not very good at the whole self-promotion thing and asking, reminding people to hit the button and all that jazz. So I'm very grateful when people do respond. So thank you. I do try and do it more, but I'm just not a natural. I'm not a natural promoter kind of guy. And thank you for Lost Cause as well. I hope you guys are well. Thank you so much. And that's our 470. Look at that. Asking you shall receive. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, guys. Enjoy the on-screen animation fluff. Thank you so much. Generally, guys, like so we were a small channel for a long while. And in my head we still are, but things are moving at pace, and I'm still very overwhelmed and grateful when people support us, so thank you, I appreciate it. I'll do. Nia, are you cooking chips? I swear I can smell potatoes cooking. So either that or my PC is literally frying itself. I can smell chips. I've got the window open. It could just be the wind is blowing the right way from the chip shop. You're eating cake. What a surprise. Thank you for getting involved in chat. Lost Cause, I hope you're well. Yeah, maybe. I just worry it's my PC. Because I don't have my little mobile aircon unit running this time of year. It seems ridiculous running it in the winter. But Farming Simulator can definitely heat her up. Like, definitely heat her up. So I have to keep a little bit of an eye on it. I ain't worried about these mate looking pretty. Just need to be functional. But thank you to all the new followers and supporters tonight, guys. We had so many people. Our live viewer numbers is going to be huge for how many people have passed through tonight. Really grateful for those of you that have seen enough to stick around and give us a follow. We're normally here on Tuesdays and Fridays, but we're doing Thursday night tonight, as I'm busy tomorrow. These are them old small bales we had. I forgot we still had these kicking about. I think I'll just go give these to the goats. Don't know if they need them or not, but they're getting them. They're getting them. Whoop, watch out for the fuel tanker, Joel. Nearly a bloody explosion. That'd have been like some Christmas special of Emmerdale or something. Oh, they do need it. That's good. Yeah, we've come a long way since these bales, 3-0. We've come a long way since we used to use these. Do you remember when our little sawmill was here as well? And we put these Scotch pines behind it as seedlings. Now look at them. Seedlings, saplings, that's what I meant. That's where our original sawmill was there. Oh, how we've grown. It means as well, now we've got some storage, we can get these out of the silo, where they were just put temporarily, and then Joel's temporarily become permanently. Yeah, so anyone who doesn't know, when I started my farming sim journey in November, we used to do the fields with these little bales, and I used to pick them up by hand and bring them back here, which seems absolutely absurd now, but back then, that's what I did. That's what I did. So it was literally, imagine being in the middle of that field, picking one up. I don't know if I can remember the right button now. So long I don't actually remember the button for it. Running across like an acre and putting them in storage. What was I thinking, guys? What was I thinking? The only good thing is we can make these quite neat. We really did start from the bottom up, didn't we? We really did. I stuck to the story narrative. Pre-wheel days, they definitely were pre-wheel days. I did stick to the story narrative though. The fact that we were doing mini bales to load them by hand because we had no machinery to handle them. And no money to handle them. You got me doing this for old time's sake now. Except we're not walking across an entire field. Slightly worried that it smells like cooking chips in here. Maybe I should buy an electrical fire extinguisher to have in here just in case. One of them little mini ones. Tell you what, that would be a hell of a way to end a stream, wouldn't it? We'll forget about the fact that I've got a 6-year-old son sleeping in the next room. Like, joking stops then, Joel. Oh, did that let me push that? It shouldn't do, it should be too heavy. But it did, didn't it? What's this? Our little oil can. Little oil can. Bloody everything sticks to them forks. Look at that, I just speared it on a fork. I might not be able to pull that off there. No, brilliant, I speared it. I bet I can't do that again. Can as well. Gonna make a pallet of grass. Chances of me getting this over there in one piece. Shout out to all the first time chatters tonight, guys. Lots of people getting involved in chat tonight, really appreciate it. These guys will make you feel very welcome. They're good eggs. Here we go, let's see if this works. Easy now. Easy. Just tap it in. I'm convinced that Nia's got a hash browns downstairs now. That's all I can smell. I have a very strong sense of smell. It's an absolute curse. Like, it could just be like next door snoring and that's what they had for breakfast and I could still smell it. Oh god, don't you lot try and do a pyramid again, it always fails miserably. She'll the Chinese eating all, yeah, she's sitting there now with some prawn balls while I'm up here grafting away. Cackling away at herself because she picked a slightly amusing mug for me to use on stream. A bit like when she made me a cup of tea for a work meeting once, and she went and used the mug that we've got, that's got the C-bomb on it, and she didn't tell me, and I get halfway into this Zoom call and realise I'm drinking out of this mug with "See you next Tuesday" plastered on it. Everyone's a bloody comedian. No pressure, guys. Do you want me to tell you how long you've got for the music to end before Pretzel ruins it? Hang on. You've got 1 minute left on the song before Pretzel does a song change announcement and ruins your pyramid. I don't know, Farmer T's broke it already. You were coming back down and it's gone back up. Never mind, guys, keep trying. You'll get that pyramid one day. Bless you. I just realised now I've moved my side panel to my right hand side, I now match my driver in there, look. He's got a bigger joystick, but we've already established tonight his size doesn't matter, right? I don't know how it gave you that combo. You shouldn't have got that combo. You failed, in my eyes. I think Stream Elements has been very generous there. So I'm having fun just bouncing off the wall. Just bouncing off the wall like you do. Gabe, thank you so much. Welcome in, guys. Everyone, lots of love to Gabe for the raid. Thank you, Gabe. I really appreciate it. How are you? I totally missed you alive tonight. I totally missed you alive. How's it gone? What are you working on? Are we back on Minecraft or are we doing something different now? Guys, if you haven't already, go give Gabe a follow. The loveliest person you'll find on Twitch. Generally, if you tolerate my nonsense, you'll absolutely love her. It'll be a nice change of pace for you. What have I missed? Sorry, let me just get caught up. I was playing Stone Block 2 mod pack. Welcome in, Mihar. Great to see you, Mihar. I hope you're well. Welcome in, Almighty Ram. It's been a while. Senza, good to see you, mate. Hope you're well, lovely people. We're having a lot of fun tonight. I joined the stream very tired and low on energy, thinking it was going to be a big old chill stream. And then all of a sudden, lots of new people have found us. And it's been like one of them ones where, I don't know, it's just refilled my cup. It's been very nice. Yeah, we did. We sold all our chickens tonight and replaced them with a shed. As you do. As you do. They just weren't making enough money. They weren't earning their keep. So they've gone off to a happy place now. What that happy place is for you to decide. Makes perfect sense. Welcome in, T-Lug. Good to see you. Great to see you, T-Lug. We're not allowed to talk about it, Miha, in front of Acquire. Acquire keeps chickens IRL. So they've just gone off to have a better life somewhere. Nothing dies in Farming Simulator. Alright, let's have a kip. We've done nearly 3 streams in November. I think it's time to get right into the weeds of winter now. But I hope you're all well, guys. I hope you're all well. The circle of life, indeed. It's really hard. Like, if you try and do a Farming Simulator series for the whole of 2025 and don't want to touch upon that whole side of farming, it's really difficult. It's really difficult. Look at that. I said about winter and we've got some snow already. Lovely job. Welcome in, Amy. I hope you're well. We're welcoming lots of new friends tonight, Amy. And Nia's trying to be a smart ass because she made my drink midway through in a Hocus Pocus Halloween themed mug. I knew something was up because I heard this like witch cackle and I thought, what's that? Looked out my window, expecting to see something on a broom. No, it's Nia. Turning up, thinking she's funny. Thinking she's funny. Hope your week's going well, Amy. Right. Just checking that the sheep have got feed. Yep, they have. They have not. They need some. Thank you, Amy. I did just come back from a break, but I will stretch just for you. So we need 2 bales. 2 bales. But guys, if you're interested, we've got a Discord where this awesome group of people hang out. I don't know if anyone's joined. Mods, has anyone joined Discord tonight since we've had so many new people join us tonight? I can't remember last time we had double-figure new followers on a stream whilst we were live. Yeah, so hopefully someone will find us in Discord. Oh, my steering wheel squeaked for the first time just for you, Nia, if you want to listen carefully. It doesn't do it as much at the minute. I think I'm working out the kinks on it. Actually, we'll give them one of these bales here. Because they need to come out of this silo eventually. Good old Joel blind reversing every time. I don't think I'm ever going to change at this point. I feel like you've just got what you got by this point. Anyone expecting me to start looking behind when I reverse, I just think you just need to get used to being disappointed now. Interesting, this is grass, and them other bales I had were hay. I didn't realise I had any bales of hay, but there we go. Gibber and Snuffle are on Discord VC right now. There we go. Look, if that isn't a reason to join Discord, I don't know what is. You can listen to a choir talk about Borat or something. God, this has got a 90s vibe to it, this song. Have Sweet Like Chocolate come on next. Bit of 9 AM till I come. Sorry for all the non-UK people who don't get the garage references I'm making. I hope that's going to feed in. That's grass. It should do. It's just a different bale type, isn't it? Food. What food have they got? Oh yeah, they're at max food. So. Well, where I'm old 3O, you don't need to point out to me. However, I would like to point out that this Twitch channel has proved that you can teach an old dog new tricks. I suddenly hit 40 and I get a second wind on Twitch. What's that about? And actually, if you look in the other Farm and Sim channels, a lot of the big channels streaming Farm and Sim are older chaps. So maybe I'm like the equivalent if I started doing lawn bowls. For anyone who knows what that is, if I started throwing a few bowls, I'd be like a youth academy product at my age. Maybe that's what I am to the Farm and Simulator streaming world. You know, we host a world championship just down the road in Yarmouth. Or Hopton. I don't know how far I'm taking this analogy. Like, at this rate, I'm literally going out and buying some lawn bowls. But you know what I mean. Maybe I'm like, this is just the start of my career at 40. I'm a spring chicken Farm and Simulator Youth Academy product. I had a go at it once, Farmer T, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Quite popular in my part of the world, as you can imagine, with the World Championship thing at Hopton. I find it very relaxing to watch as well. I'm not even ashamed to admit it. I could see you doing bowls if it wouldn't. I know. And do you know why I liked it? It's because when I used to play cricket as a kid, I used to love making the ball move. There was something like, and even now when I watch Ashes or whatever, I'm fascinated by watching swing bowling, and I don't know, I find it mesmerising. And there was something about it that you can swing a ball like that. I did enjoy it, I'm not going to lie. And like I say, my part of the world, there are indoor clubs everywhere. There's outdoor clubs everywhere. There's literally nothing stopping me chucking on some whites and throwing some bowls down with the old dears. Has anyone seen the British film Black Ball about bowls? That could be me. That's such an underrated film. That is like proper laugh out loud funny, that film. It's just a low budget British film. It came out when I was in uni. I've watched it and even downloaded it. Yeah, seriously, that film, Black Ball, with what's his name in? The comedian. Why can't I think of his name? Very good, Miha. Yeah, I'm doing cricket tomorrow night. I'm doing indoor cricket tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. I'm actually going out and seeing people face to face, guys. What's that about? I haven't done that in ages. Apart from Africa, but that was kind of work. I didn't feel the same. Couldn't tell you the last time I went out for a drink or done anything social in person. It's quite sad, really. Even at Christmas. Didn't even go out with anyone at Christmas, I don't think. So it'll do me good. Right. I quite enjoy seeing what the elders are on. I generally it gets a lot of stick, that sport, but still very popular in Britain and Australia, I think. Thank you, Frio. I need to, really. I don't know, I just took the easy option for a little while. Anyone who's had difficulties with their mental health, mood, negative thoughts, depression, whatever, will know what I mean when it's like, doing this doesn't feel difficult. Doing the in-person thing does. And it sounds pathetic. It's not pathetic, it's a bad choice of words. I totally get you if that feels hard. And then, because people do it. My mate, when I say no to going for a pint or whatever, they're like, but I saw you like last night on Twitch or whatever. And I get why they'd be angry. But they're two very different things. In-person peopling is very different Like, this feels like a safe space to me. We could have some idiot come in from random into the chat, and it still feels like a really safe space. I know you guys so well. We've got awesome moderators. We have lots of fun. I don't have to apologise. I still do, but you know what I mean. I don't have to apologise to you guys if I'm having a bad night. I just set the tone at the start of the stream and say it's going to be a bit low energy like I did tonight. And I feel completely safe and comfortable, and yeah. Two things happened to me in the last 6 months, I think, that have contributed. One is when my dog got attacked. That proper messed me up. As someone who's lived with dogs my entire life, seeing firsthand what they can do, like, my dog's fine. It's messed him up a little bit in terms of his confidence and everything. But seeing the other side of it, I'm like scared of my own dog now, which is stupid because he's harmless. I'd rather sit in Discord with my friends and sit in a bar. Yeah, I get you. I totally get you. Totally get you. And yeah, so like, I'm now scared of my own dog, which is stupid. So I'm fine, but I don't like get on the floor and play with him. I feel vulnerable, so when I let him out, I sit up the dinner table, which is stupid. So I'm not bonding with him. I feel disconnected with him, and that's depressing. And also it means when I walk him, every time a dog, but he seems to have a face for it. I don't know why, but we live on an estate. Lots of people who bought dogs in the pandemic who have never had dogs before, haven't trained and socialised them properly, and they just go around the estate, going mental at every dog they see. And then obviously in the back of my mind is every 5 seconds is, what if they let go of the lead like that guy did who attacked my dog? And I froze, and I feel really embarrassed by that. I froze. I did nothing. Like the old Joel would have bear wrestled it to the ground and and dealt with the consequences later, or kicked it, or done something. I froze. I completely froze, and I'll take that to my grave how guilty I feel about that. But like I say, there's two sides to that. One, I can't walk him now without that constantly being a fear. Tonight he had 5 dogs go mad at him. This morning he had 8 dogs go mad at him. They just seem to pick up on, I don't know, whatever it is. And the owners just laugh it off. And I'm thinking, you laugh it off until you let go of the lead accidentally, and then you have no way of controlling your dog, and it'll happen again. And it will happen again. It might not happen with me, but it'll happen again. So that happened. And then the second thing is I had a problem with my foot. You guys remember, Amy, Snuffle will remember it, because it happened on a community social. We had a community social back in February 2024, and I started getting a sore foot one night. Thought it was my arthritis, and it turned out it's a non-cancerous tumour in my foot, a growth in my foot. And I'm on this never-ending waiting list. There's nothing really they can do. They can't operate on it. Radiotherapy is an option, but it now gives me like almost a permanent limp. And all them dreams I had of getting back into running and hockey, or things I wanted to do, sort of got evaporated overnight. And it was kind of like a second grief. Like you grieve when you live with a chronic illness. It was like a second grief. But what was worse, there wasn't anything I could take for it. I just got to live with it, and it'll get bigger, and one day it'll be visible, and all them sort of things play on your mind. So I think those two things combined just made me withdraw, you know. And I've done the whole typical thing you do where you're like, oh, I'm streaming, I'm socialising, or I'm talking to these guys all night, I'm socialising. But really, you know deep down it's a cop-out that you're not doing the things you should be doing to keep you healthy, you know. It's just awful, Gabe. It's just, there is literally, and it was only a month apart. He got bit by a dog who the owner couldn't hold him. It ran across the road and nipped Clara on his arse, and then kind of didn't know what to do because Clara didn't react, so it just stood there, thankfully. And it had sort of like a fabric muzzle on, so it didn't really do a lot of harm. And then a month later he got proper butchered. But there is so many dogs. There's one guy who's got there's like so many Alsatians, German Shepherds on this estate that are just not controlled at all. And obviously they can do a lot of damage. They're massive dogs. But there's one guy who actually walks his with a harness around his waist and 2 leads. Like, that is how powerful that dog is. No muzzle. And when it sees Clyro and he hasn't seen another dog, he has to use his entire body weight to stop him being pulled across the road. And he's got no muzzle on. And like, you see that, and with what happened with me, all you can think of is like, it's literally going to tear him to shreds. Or if I intervene, it's going to tear me to shreds. So Yeah, if in 6 months from now this chair's empty because I've had to put myself in between a dog, someone do something about that, because the police were useless. They done nothing. And do you know what the owners told the police? And because it was their word against mine. So the guy walked off. Claro was laying on the pavement, bleeding from his ribs. He had holes all down his side. Sorry if this is triggering for anyone. Really apologise. So he's bleeding on the pavement. I look up and he's gone. He just left. Right? He was, oh, sorry, mate. He just left, and he didn't pull the dog off. I was like screaming at him. And they told the police that their dog was playing, that our dog couldn't handle his energy, and that he must have hurt himself from debris on the pavement. He had teeth marks all down to his ribs on his side. The photos are on Facebook for anyone who really wants to go see it. Holes down to his ribs, and they said it was debris on the pavement. And the police said, oh, there we go then, case closed. We've told them that maybe they should put a muzzle on it, but we can't enforce it. It basically means that we put that order in place, so when it actually hurts someone, not another dog, when it actually hurts a person, they can then say to them, we told you it should have had a muzzle on, but they can't enforce it. It's the biggest load of nonsense. And then they wonder why so many people are getting... There was literally somebody today, I think I saw on my phone pop up, somebody today was killed in their own home by a dog, and it's because of these. They're just not being policed at all. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. And then when it makes you scared of your own dog, like just dogs in general, as somebody that had dogs my entire life, yeah, it doesn't feel very fair. So I think that plays a big part in me not, because I used to, my exercise, I used to walk 6 miles a day, 3 miles in the morning, 3 miles at night. I used to get through multiple podcasts a week. It was my healthy time, my well-being, my switching off time, my thinking time. It was where I think about my ideas for content and stuff like that. And now my head's on a swivel. I'm constantly in fight or flight mode. Every noise I hear makes me jump. And there was no consequences, none. And now we've got a dog that for life is going to probably be a little bit anxious and unpredictable because of that experience. Yeah, and he is a goofy idiot, but it's definitely changed him. Yeah, sorry guys, kind of went deep there, but that's what we're here for, innit? We're real life here, it's not all entertainment. And that's the other thing, see, I've always had Jack Russells. So to me, a Spaniel is a bigger dog. So when you suddenly develop a fear of dogs you've never had, I don't know, it just feels worse because it's just like not that little ankle biter I'm used to. And poor Clara, it's not his fault. He must look at me and think, why aren't you playing with me anymore? And because he's a gun dog, he does do a little bit of resource guard, and we talked about this on the other stream, and that's got worse since that attack. So if he's got a bone, you just have to give him space. If he's got a new toy, if you surprise him, he's not seeing you coming up near him, he'll think you're trying to take it off him. And none of that was a thing before the attack. And I know gun dogs do that. They're known for resource guarding. But all I can see is danger, like high alert. So then I'm in high anxiety constantly, every day, because I have to walk the dog twice a day, which means twice a day my anxiety is ramped up to 100, and then I can't come back down from that place. Sorry, I'm being very honest and open tonight. Don't know if it's really appreciated, but there you go, you got it in your laps. Yeah, that's really sad as well in at 3-0. That's always the innocent, like he literally stood there 3-0. This thing was like ripping at his side and he just stood there. He's never shown aggression towards any dog, and thankfully he never has since. But he's very now conscious of people. Yeah. But I'm telling you now, this estate that I live on, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time before either a dog is killed or somebody is seriously hurt. And the police don't want to know. There are so many dogs here that are being walked every day without muzzles that are completely out of control. And I'm not saying Clara's an angel. He pulls my arm off, but he's harmless. He literally wouldn't hurt a fly. He would hurt a bird. vehement hurt fly. um, and it's going to happen, and that's the sad thing, because like when that attack happened, it was the first day that Dylan went back to school in September. So any other day, Dylan would have been with me on his micro scooter. And what happened if Dylan tried to, naively intervene, or what? I found myself in a situation where I've got a dog and a child to try and protect, and yeah, but it's messed me up more than it's messed him up, I think. It just took me a little while to realise it. Hey, I said a lot about crying. That's good. That's progress. We're not your average farming sim stream here, guys, in case you hadn't noticed. We do things a bit differently, but I think that's what makes us special. There needs more men talking about how they're feeling. The world would be a better place for it, in my opinion. Not a problem, Gabe. Thank you so much for sending lovely people our way, as always. Sorry, we kind of got into a heavy conversation for anyone who's still with us from Gabe's community, but you've been here enough times by now to know what to expect. But I hope you have a lovely evening, Gabe, and I'm sorry I missed the start of your stream. I normally notice when you're on and have it on in the background while I'm setting up, because I think there's a little bit of an overlap there, and I missed it, so sorry about that. I love with this joystick being in my right hand though, just how I can manipulate the camera so much quicker and easier. I'm not perfect at it yet, but it's getting better. If anyone needs any help, support or anything after that topic, then please let us know on Discord and we can help you. And sorry that kind of happened organically, so there wasn't much of a warning there. Went from talking about my lumpy foot to that pretty quickly. I'm really starting to see the value in this joystick now. So there's a button on top where if you press it, it's free camera mode. If you press it again, then you're operating the machinery and flicking, being able to flick between operating the arms, the forklift, telehandler, for anyone who comes in telling me I'm saying it wrong, and the camera with a click of a button without taking your hand off the joystick like there, look. So I just do this, then I can go back and do that. It's really nice. Sorry about your dog. We keep our dogs in the house. Dog do a backyard fencing so we don't have to worry about them. Yeah, it's just... we don't have a very big garden, unfortunately. And the thing is, walking is so good for me. You know, it keeps me healthy with my arthritis. It's a really important part of my routine. And like I say, because I used to listen to a ton of podcasts and everything, it used to be a really good part of my... I always like being outside. Same reason I'm going to take my son to the forest on Saturday. Like, I like being outside. I like walking keeps my joints moving, and it used to give me a space to listen to podcasts, etc. Now it feels like all that stuff's gone because I can't have the volume up anything I listen to because I feel like I need my ears. I need to hear the danger. I'm not walking him as far because why would you if you feel like you're vulnerable doing that activity now? Then naturally you shorten the distances you used to cover. And yeah. Sorry, garden. Yeah, that's what we call our backyard. We have a front garden and a back garden. We're very literal, like to the point in the UK. So yeah. Yard, garden, that's the same thing. I like the corrugated iron on this, that we kind of match and that new shed we put in. It feels like we've got a bit of a theme going on, which I like. I think as well that there's also an element where you lose faith in people, you know, like for the other side to tell such a blatant lie, you lose faith in people as well. I think that's definitely an element of it. You know, you go back to when you're at school and you know that person's just told a massive lie and you're pleading with the teacher or whatever that it's absolute bollocks what they just said and you're helpless. And I think when that happens with an authority figure like your police, you feel betrayed. And they didn't even look at the photos, guys. They didn't even look at the photos or ask to see a vet bill. Nothing. So you just got to wait till it happens again. Yeah, it'd be nice if we do have a dog park, like a private thing you can rent. It's about 15 minutes away. So that's nice. We try and go there every sort of month or two, so you can have a real blowout. Because there's no way I'm letting him off around here now. You know, he just stays on the lead, but we walk him a lot. Or leash, as you'd say. Kind of become a theme on this farm, guys, that we're stacking wood in the snow and every winter. Can't believe how many people have had through our doors tonight on stream. So many. And by the way, guys, due to popular demand, what the... What was that? What was that? Due to popular demand, mainly from the TikTok crew, to put the full streams up, you can now get them on the game and YouTube channel. JVA streams. Let me do your link there. The risk of spamming links at you. You can get the full streams there if watching 4-hour reruns really is your thing. That's a hell of a bunny hop. I'm glad you recognise the skill, Snuffle. If there's two things Snuffle recognises as farming and music. That man knows a song when he hears one. Still can't believe we convinced you to come all the way to Norfolk to come to a gig when you don't even like music stuff. Like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Well, if you ever want to come and do it again, let me know. Bets on, guys. Try again. Really annoys me. There we go. Look, so because that's the same wood type, you can do it. But trying to put that on there, even though it'd be a perfectly reasonable surface to put it on, it doesn't let you. And I'm just trying to save loads. I'm trying to save the planet here, not doing multiple loads. I'm glad you recognised that, Cinny. Welcome in, by the way, mate. I hope you're good. Hope you're good. Oh yeah, Dylan would love retro replay. Back scratch. Oh. I tell you what, Cinny does some activities. If he isn't whittling wood, making his own coffee, doing some furniture, making a knife, crafting a leather belt, there'll be some like... I reckon his house looks like some forged in fire set. Yeah, pics in Discord, please. Hope the stream goes well. I'm working. No worries, Mia. Thank you so much for hanging out after the raid. Really appreciate it. It's always nice to have you in. Okay, we can easily pick this up now. We got rid of the other sawmill. So there's sometimes method to my madness. And that's why we've got to be a bit careful where we relocate the carpenter shed. I'm thinking probably over there somewhere. Just ignore how I've picked this up. I'm getting lazy. Get your hands off me. I love that our money's going up without me noticing because we've now got lettuces to auto sell. I'm defending that that's not cheating and not going against our narrative, because all that involves is say somebody comes and a wholesaler comes and buys them off you. It's one less thing. I ain't got to keep moving all them bloody pallets of lettuce. Because let's be honest, we're not going to settle for 2 greenhouses, are we? We're going to have a lot more over time. Right, I think that's all our wood. A lot of wood. Yeah, we need to get a little forklift here, permanently here. There's something that's a bit more nimble under this roof and doesn't keep doing the bunny hopping that does. But I think we probably need a new tractor before we worry about getting a little forklift for the sawmill. Because there's only so long this farm can operate with one tractor. Like, I think we're stretching it now. Nearly put it in the silo. Don't think we need all them loads on just front ones. Poor old Nia has no idea. Nia has no idea half the references we make to each other, I don't think, Zinny. Don't go in the silo. I'll tell you what, we'll go through the silo. Rather than risk crashing, we'll go through the silo. Yeah, absolutely, Cindy, that's what she'll say. But apparently supplying me with a Halloween themed mug on stream is hilarious. Get snow blindness. If you haven't done already, guys, please feel free to hit the follow button to know when we go live. We're normally here on Tuesdays and Fridays. We're doing Thursday night tonight instead. However, if tonight is anything to go by, maybe we should be streaming Thursday nights because seems that not so many people are out. That's money right there. 63k, we might actually be able to afford a tractor. Like, ironically, we don't need a second one now, but you know if we wait, that money will get used on something else. That's the thing. Money in wood, tell ya. Money in wood. Have you had any first of all, welcome in user for the first time chatter, guys. Lots of love for first time chatter. Sorry, I'm trying to steer around bends whilst reading. Have you any issues with the logging skid with the John Deere? I've not used it yet. I've not used it yet. I've had lots of other issues, i.e. the slurry, can't fill up my own fertilizer tank, have to get AI to do it, and then when they do it still says 0%. Can't stack different pallets on top of each other. Lots of things like that, but yeah, I've not used that yet, so I couldn't comment on that one. So the narrative of this is I'm learning as I go along, which isn't actually untrue. We've inherited a farm, we're starting from the ground up, so we're still, even though it's year 6 in game, we are still very much learning the ropes, so we're a little way off that sort of machinery. But thank you so much for getting involved in chat. Tell you what though, guys, now we've got the lettuces auto selling, the mushrooms auto selling. Soon we're going to be churning out stuff from the spinnery. It's a bit slow at the minute, but in time it'll happen. The logging's all up and running, and silage as well. We're going to have a whole field of grass, a massive field of grass for silage soon. I'm starting to see a future where we can, like, the £500,000 sugar beet harvester, which seemed so far out of reach it wasn't even funny, suddenly feels attainable. And we don't lease anything anymore, so all this equipment is ours that's lying around, which is nice. Yeah, suddenly things feel like attainable. It's a good word for a Thursday night. Yeah, we've seen that one, and the same as they won't feed into a sawmill unless you, if you put a big log down, you have to get a chainsaw and chainsaw it up a little bit, and then it'll suddenly start feeding it. Happy Bear Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I hope you're well. I hope your week's going well. We're a small channel that's like growing rapidly, so thank you so much for supporting us. Really appreciate it, and this community is super awesome. So if anyone wants to get involved in chat, please do. If you just want us on in the background, then that's what we exist for. We initially started to provide peer support and help people with isolation through gaming. So so if you are one of the lurkers tonight, guys, genuinely, you are the backbone of our community. Thank you so much. And if you want to get involved more, you can join the Discord there, guys. I saw your TikToks, loved them. That means a lot. That means a lot. So we've only been on TikTok for 90 days, or just over 90 days. We've had nearly 1 million views. It blows my mind. I don't know why, when I'm just an idiot learning to play the game in a hat. But thank you so much, because that does motivate me, because you know, streaming's a big time commitment anyway. To then find the energy in the morning to do all the clips and edits and stick them up, that, you know, and then deal with the 1% who take the mick out of my reversing like they're some sort of experts. Yeah, it means a lot to know somebody's enjoying those, so thank you. Well, we know they are because the numbers are mad, but I don't know, sometimes it's hard to believe. So yeah, really appreciate it, and appreciate you finding us over here and following us. Thank you so much. And for anyone tonight that's come, because we've had, you know, amazing numbers tonight. For anyone who's come over because of the TikTok thing, thank you for letting us know, because it's nice to know where to put the effort as well. You know, there's only so many hours in a day. So yeah, I appreciate that. Maybe you mods want to do another poll, since we've got more people in, about how people found us. Keeps the mods on their toes. Right, I was going to just check we didn't need any field work doing this month. No, are we in November or December? I can't bloody remember anymore what day of the week it is. Where are we? December, right. God, listen to Snuffle, Nia. I wouldn't have Snuffle talk to you like that, Nia. One of you lot do it. Snuffle's suddenly got a backbone. What's this about? Who is this guy? I'm making tea. One of you lot do it. Well, Nia's going to be raging at that. If I wouldn't speak to Nia like that, I'd be terrified. It's changed me. we got the child is now growing up and wanting to fly the nest. We got some power struggle emerging here, guys. Things are about to get heated between the mods. Right, what are we doing? Just checking nothing needs to be done. Nothing does need to be done. We're not worrying about fertilising because we've just got a load of piglets, so we're going to be a long while waiting for them to grow up and breed and give us fertiliser. No, they're all good. While we're here, we will check the animals. I think we have covered everything, but... Oh, we have produced a little bit of piglet poo. Just a little shovel of piglet poo or two. I did it again. Poor Acquire, real hero. Nia didn't even engage. Snuffle just barked orders. I didn't even recognise who Snuffle was then. Didn't even recognise. I really hope no one says Instagram, because I hate that platform now. I've got no time for it. Got no time for it. But yeah, guys, there is a poll going on at the minute. Let us know how you found us. It really does help know where to put our efforts. We know lots of people are finding us from TikTok at the minute with them silly numbers we just mentioned. Don't know why them ones are saying they've got no meadow. They clearly have. It's saying they've got no meadow. They have got a meadow. All the sheep have got meadows. Or is it because they ate the meadow whilst waiting for me to give them grass? Maybe I was late delivering grass to them, so they ate the meadow? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he needs to calm the hell down on the tea. Needs to calm the hell down on the tea. Yeah, them saying that one set of sheep haven't got a meadow is nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. Somehow I've apparently got a few tomatoes left, but I don't know how. We haven't grown tomatoes in like a year. But it's saying we've got a few tomatoes left. What's that about? Yeah, I was hoping that was the case, Whiskey, and that I let their grass supply run down so they ate the meadow. That's what I'm hoping is the case. And that we haven't found another little bug. Alright, cool. I've still yet to use this conveyor belt. I worry that this is going to be a bit of a mess. So for anyone that wasn't on the last stream, I built this as it's an experiment to see if load and the silage would be easier. So we're gonna when we've got more grass, make silage here. I've never used conveyor belts before, so that's gonna be a complete experiment. I have no idea if it's gonna work. But I got so fed up using the Merlot to keep loading a bucket at a time into a trailer. This was my idea. So I have no idea if it's going to work. If it doesn't work, we're just going to sink a load of silos into the ground and supersize our silage production. But yeah. Captain Dave, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're good. Hope you're having a good week. Guys, we are normally here on Tuesdays and Fridays. We're doing tonight, bringing it forward early. Because I've got other commitments tomorrow night. So if you haven't already, do hit the follow button because then you'll know when we go live, or join us in Discord. Discord is always the first place that I say what my plans are, but after that, hit the follow button and then you'll get the notifications, etc. Twitch notifications can be a little bit hit and miss, as we all know. Like, I still don't get notifications when Gabe goes live, which is ridiculous. So I've checked that a million times that I've got them turned on, and I have. Another Dave. We do seem to be picking up a lot of Daves since we moved over to Farm and Sim. Maybe it's a Farm and Sim thing. Brings out the Daves. So this was the bug. I don't know if user is still with us. This was the bug I was talking about with, you know, we've got a big old log there. There's 3,000 litre capacity to go into this sawmill. It's not gone in, but if I cut a bit, just any bit, doesn't matter what size, just cut something, you'll see a load will feed into it. So it's an annoying little bug because you can't stack up your wood and leave it. There we go, look, magically goes. It's really bloody annoying because you can't put a big, you could just, like, in an ideal world, you just load up that area and let it feed, you know? And that log was already cut up, so someone might say, oh, well, yeah, of course it can't take the whole logging because it's not cut up. It already was cut up into slices. It won't take the slices for whatever reason. As you saw there, I cut it and another bit fed into it. And this will probably now be maxed out. Virtually, yeah, 13,999. Yeah, no, we're trying to stick to realism. So I've got the mod that gives me the silo user interface. You probably saw it pop up on screen. But other than that, we're trying to keep it sort of as realistic as possible. So we're not using any auto stacker, auto loaders, any automatic water in a greenhouses, all that sort of stuff. Like, I feel like to get money out, I have to put effort in. So I don't mind like auto selling my lettuces from a greenhouse because I've put the effort into water them, grow them, etc. I wonder if this one's doing the same and not feeding it. It is. It is doing the same, isn't it? Where's wood? Wood. 18. I think it's doing the same. We'll cut something and you'll see what I mean. If we cut this little bit. No, this one maybe is full then. What's going on with this pallet? I don't know. Like, what is that? We've got just a floating pallet. I don't know what that's about. I'm not going to be able to saw it though, am I? I can make a nice little planter out of that. Mind. I didn't see the results of the poll, so I'll have to rely on the mods to tell me. That's if I dare ask Snuffle without him snapping in his new teenage phase. We appreciate you, Acquire. You've changed, Snuffle. You've changed. Don't shout at a Snuffle. I'm never going to hear the end of this with 3O's idea with the TikTok thing, am I? I'll give it a couple more months and I'm going to have some sort of like papers served to me on the doorstep where he's trying to claim royalties or something. Yeah, too many answers are overwhelming anyway, Acquire, I wouldn't worry. It's mainly just understanding, is it the browse page or is it from TikTok or YouTube? I'm now starting to accept that TikTok weren't lying, Twitch weren't lying to me when they said about the browse page. I must admit I thought it was nonsense. Thought it was nonsense. I said I was going to try having the wood chip thing turned on for Lumberjack, didn't I? Can you do it in here or do you need to do it in the main menu? Create wood chips. I think it just might make this yard look a bit more realistic. Do you know what I mean? If we created wood chips when we cut here. I don't know what that looks like in practice, but we'll find out. Look at these trees here, we all planted these ones. Like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I think most of them take 3 years to grow. So this is like year 1 or year 0. This is year 2 and then year 3 they'll be done. It's a great way to stay in shape. Alright, let's maybe cut down one more tree. I don't mind the carpenter house here, it's just this here is a bit clunky. Maybe it can stay there for now. Give it a reprieve. If reprieve or reprieve? Reprieve sounds better actually. It's going to need some pallets though, isn't it? What does it need? Oh no, it's got plenty, it just doesn't run very quick. Really doesn't run very quick. Is Nia in bed yet? Bet she is. Little old dear. Time to go now. Got a blanket over your legs, Nia? Tidy this up a little bit. This doesn't all need to be here if it's full. You got a cup of Coke, put the immersion on there. Has the dog been out, or do I need to go down afterwards? Is he good? Time to go now. I'm yawning. Snea's tiredness has worn off on me. The poor chickens just getting harassed by a choir constantly. What a life. Mind you, I can think of worse lives, like being that spider stuck in Snuffle's bedroom. Like, that's an existence. Existence and a half. We're gonna have to take these big trees because look how many saplings we got growing right there. Absolutely hundreds. We'll take this one. You're mine, Sonny Jim. We need to keep the sawmills fed though, because that's where our money makers are. DB's long dead now. It doesn't mean you haven't still got the money. Yeah. So look, we turned on wood chip. Do you not think that that's going to look so much more realistic? Because imagine when this area over a few years has been harvested, replanted, harvested, replanted. You can have this lovely little wood chip dotted about everywhere. I generally think that makes it so much more realistic. I'm glad we turned that on. I'm glad we turned that on. Because that's what it would be, wouldn't it? If we were using this as forestry, it's exactly what it would be. There would be wood chips everywhere. And presumably we can get a machine to scoop them up and sell them. I don't know what it would look like, but let's have a... I'm going to guess. Oh, look, that's the bloody water tanker we got. Look how much cheaper it is. It's the same one, isn't it? Yeah. Typical. But yeah, I'm assuming under forestry there's something that can... that can collect wood chip? I don't know. I'm trying to do this with buttons on the steering wheel rather than what I'm used to. Transport logs, dumps bushes. Ah, I've done it again. So I used to lean forward and use my keyboard and mouse, but it's not healthy, so I'm trying to get used to using my... So anything that scoops them up off the ground. Maybe not. I thought there might be something that we could scoop up the wood chip to sell it. Thank you, Farmer T. I just thought it makes sense to me that there would be one. Wrong bloody button again. Yoda, was he a Brazilian football player or something? Portuguese? The hell is a spider? No idea what a power harrow is either. Sounds awesome though. We've got so many places to go on this save. We are not stopping at the end of 2025, are we? I suppose I could scoop it up with a bucket. I reckon I could absolutely scoop it up with a bucket. Oh, hello. This machine collects materials from the ground and tips them into trailers. Well, that would do it. And it's got the little wood chip icon. That, look, that's for silo compacting. Go have a little look at this. That's cool as hell. You've got to do some serious silage to justify and buying that just for one job. Just for one job. But I think we would use this. That's a lot of kit, isn't it? That's a lot. Look at that. It looks like it could open bottles of wine or something. Just knowledgeable. I would agree with that. I think this bad boy would do it. It looks like overkill. But for now, we'll scoop it up with a bucket, I think. In fact, we can test that. When we're done this, we'll test that. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to scoop it with a bucket. It's a lot smaller good, because that did look like overkill. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to 2 years from now when they start maturing. We've got a hell of a job on our hands. I've created a monster. I'm like that moment in The Big Short, one of my favourite films, by the way, where like everyone knows we are sitting on a pile of shit that we've got to deal with at some point, but we're just going to pretend it's not there. I planted too many trees, and if I don't have the funds to buy the proper equipment to deal with it in 3 years' time, well, 2.5 years now, I've got a problem. I do like that it does the wood chip thing. That feels just realistic. It doesn't feel like a cheat, or it's just realistic. If you chop down a tree, you're going to leave some wood chip, right? That is just a byproduct of that process. So it makes sense to me. If we make a little bit of coin off it, then great, but it's only because it's just a common sense thing. I don't know why it wouldn't be in the base game, same as I don't know why taking the limbs off trees is not in the base game. Why you need a mod to do that is mad. Alright, speaking of limbs, let's cut these down. Not lump myself on the skull. What's everyone doing tomorrow? Are we all at work tomorrow? I've got an MRI. Oh, hope that goes well, mate. I never had a problem with MRIs because I had them since I was a kid, but I know some people really struggle with them. I normally fall asleep in them. It's very exciting. I have a feeling, guys, a bit like how we joked over the hay bales tonight and when I was carrying them all by hand. I have a feeling that we're not going to be that too far in the distant future where we look back at me processing these trees by hand with a chainsaw and laugh. I can't help but feel it's going to be very similar to the grass situation we had. That's good. Yeah. We are though, aren't we? We're going to look back when I've got like big forestry machines making mincemeat of these trees. So, Joel, do you remember when you used to cut these all down by hand and basically funded your farm for 3 years by manually chopping down trees? I'm like, yep. I don't regret a second of it. So turning this on the lumberjack mod doesn't feel like a cheat to me. It would happen. We would absolutely leave some wood chip on the floor, wouldn't we? We just would. And if we can reuse that, great. Oh, Mr. Winch. Yeah, it should. I'm just trying to justify it to myself, really, Farmer T, because I'm very conscious that we've got rules for this save. I don't want to cut any corners. Same as I was a little bit conflicted about the auto selling the lettuce, but then it was actually crippling me moving that many pallets. And what if I want to upscale our greenhouses, you know? What if I want to have a whole row of greenhouses? It just wasn't practical for me to be moving all those pallets. So in our world we've created, then that's no different to an AI driver driving a tractor. An AI driver, a lorry comes to the farm once a week or something and picks them up, you know. That is true, 3-0. It worries me that's all there, but there we go. Is Nia still awake, do you reckon? She's got 15 more minutes to go. I reckon she's gone. I reckon the old gal is gone. Oh, bloody hell. I must be in trouble. Road ahead. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're well. I nearly drove in the silo reading your message. I hope you're well. How's your week going? Thank you so much for following us. We're a small channel, so it really is appreciated every time we get a follow. Thank you. Can I squeeze through there? I've never tried. Just about. Just about. Debrief cancelled. You say great minds. Stretching it. Ah, why can't I pull the winch? Is it gone? Come on. There we go. Two halves of a hole in it. Right, you said that, Acquire, not me. I've enjoyed tonight, guys. Must admit, I was feeling very low on energy at the start, which I think I was quite honest about. But I've enjoyed this a lot. Take that already. We are so looking back on this. I reckon another year or two, now that we're starting to make decent money in the save, another year or two we'll get some proper forestry equipment and we'll laugh at how I was doing all this manually. I knew I'd pushed them too far. It's only half full. This bloody sawmill, she's a beast. So profound. This little tree's gonna have to go. I hate these little piddly trees. I'm not going to miss them when I've cut them all down. That's what we're really here for. Statements like that from 3.0. That's what we all pay the entrance fee for. Pleased to say it doesn't smell like someone's cooking chips in here anymore, so it must have been from outside. Quite clearly. Once again, I'm proving what an idiot I am by thinking my PC was on fire and somehow smelled of chip fat. I might be asking a lot here. Let's cut this. Beautiful. Bit of manual wood handling. What's not to love? Oh, did that detach the winch? That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. Very good, 3. I'm surprised someone didn't make that joke earlier, to be honest. Feel basic. I told you we were going for a cyclical, fully sustainable save with this Farming Simulator series. You just didn't realise what levels I was going to take it to. Oh, I'm getting sore now. Oh, wrap up in a bit. Just don't let me forget on the next stream I haven't finished tidying up down here. No one likes a half-finished... Just insert your own jokes. I'm not going to do it anymore. You all know what's coming at this point. Just insert your own jokes. Go in there, Joel, for goodness sake. Lost the will to innuendo. So true. So true. The fight is gone. So guys, that's a red flag. It's a red flag. Joel is not making obvious innuendo. We need a plan of action for this. A lot of guff on here I don't need. See if I can trim it up. great, it hasn't fallen. I wanted to fall so I could get this branch here. Gradually tidying her up. There's the cut we need. There she be. Right, we can attack this now. I don't know what's that in there. We could lose a lot of sleep over that. Ah, come on, you're killing me. You wait, when I roll in with a heavy machinery next year, you lot aren't going to have a chance. You might be mugging me off now. I'm going to make mincemeat you soon. See what we can drag out of this lot. It might be too much. I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Anything goes when it comes to logging, surely. Don't hit my... Good, it went through it. A bit worried then. I didn't actually see how much we had in here. 30,000. Probably want to put a road down here, or I left some debris. We'll deal with him later. If we put this here, we then won't forget. That's what we were doing. Well, that's what I won't forget. We all know it's me that will forget. We'll just see if I can carry this up here. I don't think I can. I think it's too big, but we'll try. I is pretty tough. You let me carry you. There we go. I gotcha. Alright guys, that feels like as good a place as any to end it. That's been a lot of fun tonight. I've really enjoyed that. I hope you guys have too. I don't really know where to start with the whole thanking people, because what isn't even a regular night for us. We're normally here on Tuesdays and Fridays, so if you haven't hit that follow button and turn notifications on, please do. We're normally here Tuesdays and Fridays, but we came forward one day today, this week. If people would like to see it on a Thursday, like if people are generally like out on a Friday and would prefer Thursday, let me know. But a massive thank you to the, well, double figures people that followed us on stream tonight. It's unbelievable. That just doesn't happen to our little channel, so I really appreciate it. Thank you to anyone that's found us from TikTok or other platforms, anyone interested in what we put on over there, you can go find that there. I won't be here tomorrow. We will be on YouTube for the Chronic Pain Club on Sunday for our serious work that we do. Anyone who's interested in that, you can find links to that there. And until next time, guys, look after yourselves. Thank you for making this an incredible stream. Like, yeah, just mad for once. Twitch didn't lie about the whole front page thing. Thank you so much for everyone who welcomed them, making everyone realise what an awesome community we are, because ultimately they're liking what they see if they hit the follow button, guys. So that is all down to you. That's not me. That's all down to you. So thank you for all the support, all the love you've given people in chat, and I will be back very soon. Yeah, and let me know over in Discord if you want me to stream on Thursdays instead of Fridays. Until next time, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.